Like let's be
and
honest.
They said even they were going off of what they did and also rumors.
So
anybody's powers that's like fabled to be like, oh, I saw that dude like pull a continent or whatever. They'll include that shit in their power ranking, and it's like you just.
So I mean, Zolo before the time skip could be
no.
under. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say Zolo before the Zolo is it furry? Oh, should have been furry. Zolo before the time skip underwater can get Zuga Tensho through the water and cut ships in half. Hawkeye Mihawk is at least 10 times stronger than that, and he not on the list.
Both the things you just named, they're not even.
Fujitora can drop meteors.
It started off.
On there.
It started off at Aokiji, so I was just like, oh, so this list is gonna be terrible.
See,
He was 10. I'm like,
me and the dude who can literally hit you at the speed of light.
They put a Kainu above Sengoku.
And I have no idea what you're talking about.
Didn't have Thunder God on there.
Watch. Actually, Shadow has been making progress. He's watched like 2 episodes.
Oh, so that's why it said episode 3 on Crunchyroll. I was wondering why that was.
We're getting there.
That would be his fault. He would play it.
While he's just sitting there.
And of course, if I'm just sitting there, I'm going to like look.
I'm like, hey, look, this is one with Zoro. He's just like, yeah. Yeah.
I'm still upset that they took our Pokemon away.
Took your Pokemon away.
They don't show up around the house anymore. We used to get them like every single.
Because he got like 8 shinies in a row waking up in the morning over here. So Niantic was like, we got to stop this right here, right now.
They started listening. They were like, yo.
And your lives.
You didn't get a shiny? Like
A shiny, up? Yes. One.
You get a shiny. You still got a shiny by waking up. You're like,
Did he or did he not just say 8 shiny?
Huh? Let me go ahead.
I wasn't paying attention.
See, exactly.
If this is recording, then there's the proof.
Yeah.
The proof is in the evidence, and the evidence is in the
really?
eyes.
Unknown unknowns?
Exactly.
Things we know we don't know. That's terrible.
Cookie.
Yeah, Cookie's here. Cookie. He also got like 3 times bigger from the last time I saw him.
No.
Yeah, smaller. Got shaved down.
Yep.
Good boy. Good.
No, I saw him like fucking. It was years ago.
He is still the same size.
You might be thinking about Coco.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Coco's a little brown one.
Yeah, the Maltese poodle.
Yeah, if you see the little one, and then there's a time year, like 3-year gap, and then you see that
Cookie.
one, you're like, oh wait, what happened?
Damn.
See, Coco's brown.
No, I could have
white.
sworn it was this one.
Nope.
I mean, it could have been before their bath day, so I mean.
Or maybe I got smaller.
already hitting the decline.
Those are my eye holes.
What the fuck?
Give me my eye holes.
You're not even wearing a bandana or a cape.
First of all, flip flops. That counts.
Fuck is that? What the? Okay, Superman.
Whoa! I'm not a bitch.
Wow.
Facts.
Wow.
You gonna say he's not a bitch?
I mean, I've never seen you move the world, Joe.
Talking about I have moved the world. Talk no jutsu all the time.
The fuck? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Emotions.
I move the world by me walking and existing and smiling at people.
Damn. You can't disagree with
The
that
majority of people can't see you though.
But they feel it.
So no.
They feel it.
What? Like they feel everyone else's gravity on them?
Exactly. They feel it like a
so
butterfly
almost
wing.
not
Flap,
at all.
flap.
They're just like, oh, something's pulling me like a micron to the left. Oh my goodness.
They feel something in the wind. It's
It's a
warmth. It's that warmth.
Fart bending.
So you're just walking around the world
I
crying.
wish I was that epic to be able to do that crap.
Yeah, he was my favorite character.
I would fuck up so many customers at my job. But what you say to me? Take a whiff of
Customers at your job are the worst too because they're like hipsters.
hipsters and old people,
Yeah.
old white people.
Yeah, it's not great.
A lot of Karens that comes up in there.
Why do Karens exist?
That's why we watch the Pro Revenge videos. They bring us joy.
Yeah.
But see, the only ones that I seem to find are
We gotta find him.
Can't treat me like that. 'Cause my name's Nick.
We gotta show him the one.
I wish he was like over exaggerating, but that's how the fucker sounds, and it's annoying
And it's
as
like,
fuck.
it's like how my mom does every person she doesn't like. It's like, why does everyone have the same voice? That guy's a dude. That chick's a chick. That guy's chick. And they have the same voice. Yeah.
It's just it gets so irritating. Like at first it was okay because I thought it was just that one video that was like that. It's like, okay, he's gonna do different.
It's not raining outside, is it?
Nope, it did earlier.
I say it's raining in the game.
That's weird.
Yeah, we gotta find him. Remember the video with the dude who was helping the old lady at the store?
Who was helping the old
In the comments, everyone was saying like she's the best grandma.
Oh,
We gotta
lady,
find him that one.
She stole.
Yeah, we gotta find him that one.
That was
He
crazy.
like that one.
We can't talk about it on the podcast though, because apparently stealing people's stories is fucking copywriting. But whatever. People, they were actually. That guy is actually getting in trouble.
Storytelling is supposed to be through book and conversation. You're not stealing someone's story if you're telling them. This is why
Oral histories. Well, because it's written on Reddit, which is why it's copywritten.
See, this is like why white people irritate me.
Well, because you're making money off my story, I want to make some money too.
Well, maybe if you were a better storyteller.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Maybe if you had more amazing things happen to you instead of living a basic bitch
Do
life.
they have this in purple?
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, Cookie, no! No, he's doing it.
What's he doing?
And scratching himself.
He's messing with the cord.
Scratching himself when nobody's watching.
That's gross.
Now he's licking himself when no one's watching.
I heard that when I was
Purposely
like,
moved
we
away
were
from
waiting
that.
for the lobby. I'm like, yeah, Cookie, don't do that wrong.
Yeah. All right, who's here?
I don't know who is here.
What's your name? I can't see your face again. Someone turn on the black light. Actually, I ain't gonna help. Then you'll just be purple.
Untimely
The
death
shirt will
is
pop
here.
up. Oh my goodness.
His brother Demonic at Hot is here.
This guy.
Everybody knows who he is.
That
And
guy.
Ungrateful Ninja is here. So, welcome to the podcast.
It's been so long.
It has been so long. We fell through a couple time skips.
I don't think
We're all
my
better
news
people.
is news anymore. I think it's history now.
It might not be.
I don't know if I can say I'm a better person at work anyway.
But you're
Because
taller though.
am I though?
Like this much.
You evolved.
I mean, on a chemical level, you're a whole new person.
Right? How long does that take? Like it takes like a week for all your electrons and neutrons and stuff to be like different.
I thought that's like
Atoms.
years.
I think
On a
completely.
chemical level, I think.
But
Like,
then it's like, at what point does the Argonaut ship turn into another ship? Keep place ship. Who knows?
But no, like at work, like towards like the nurses, it's just like they're all like smiling, making jokes and everything, and church like trying to get me to laugh or whatever, and I'm just like, fuck you.
Well, see, that's because you lumped them in with the other one. That is being
their
a
fault.
whore.
Is she like a high level nurse? Is she like a boss level nurse?
Who?
The chick that you have like
The bitch? No.
rap beef with?
No.
dude. Def Jam Vendetta Hospital Edition.
Smacking people with gurneys and shit.
Word.
Yeah, Devon definitely going to get fired. In that damn game. Talk about,
Yeah, when it came to that game, I was probably like the biggest bully.
I'd rather go get some in Metroid than deal with him.
Hey, remember that time we jumped you in that game?
Yeah, I do. Y'all got me that one time, and that was it.
Me and
That
Matt was
was
like,
it.
hey, we're gonna go for Shadow. They're gonna kill each other. And then I let him and Matt fight. Then they both got low. Matt killed him. I killed Matt.
That's messed up.
Good time. They need to make another one. But a good one, though. Not like Icon. They need to make a good one. Icon was trash.
I actually haven't played Icon.
Icon was terrible. It was like they tried to make like Def Jam and like a beat game together, and it got weird.
Yeah.
Like that's the best way I can describe it. Granted, this was a while ago. My memory is shot.
Isn't it like didn't it have like that mic icon like on the cover of it?
I think so. Yeah.
That's probably why I didn't get it. I was like,
It was weird. It's like imagine a fighting game with like Guitar Hero mechanics. Like that's the best way I can describe it. I could be wrong though because it's been a long time since I played it. But like when I played it, that's how it felt for me.
That's like those Marvel mobile games where you're like, finish the puzzle, do an attack. It's like fucking what?
Now, like I said, it's been like 10 years since I've touched that game, so I could be misremembering and mixing stuff up with other stuff, but that's how it felt.
It sucks because I think that
game is like what killed their whole thing.
Yeah, but the game we were talking about before, Def Jam, I think the company, I don't think the company dissolved, but I think the group that was working on it doesn't like work at that company anymore, which kind of sucks. So even if they make another one, it's like,
Remember when we tried to play Call of Duty with the guitars?
Oh man, that shit was wild.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Actually,
Matt Katzenstein did that once.
You know, it'd be
We
perfect.
weren't able to shoot. We were able to just melee.
That'd be perfect, Joe. If they did make a new Def Jam, and then the story of it will be mumble rappers versus everyone else. And they just have Eminem. It's like a DLC character just bodying everybody.
I was gonna say, M about to come in just flaming everyone.
So I have a question: Would the game start as mumble rappers and then the other rappers come in, or would you start as a regular rapper and then you go against the mumble rappers?
I would say like it would probably have like the.
Or would it be like you can pick either side and then?
I'll say like I would say like the Fight for New York style because they had like the two sides, but they also have like every character like you can like I guess play as.
Mm-hmm. So, who would be the final boss mumble rapper? Who would be the ultimate pinnacle of
clearly it's Lil Yachty. It's got to be Lil Yachty.
See, I don't know mumble rappers, so
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know.
It'll probably be Tekashi because he's gonna snitch on everybody for beating up.
Is the opposite of a mumble rapper because he's always yelling. He is the Asta of rappers.
Is he yelling?
Always yelling.
He's always yelling? I don't know.
Like he's always, every word he's saying, he's yelling.
Maybe he'd be like, you know how in fighting games, how they have the test dummy that you can practice moves on? Maybe that.
Wow.
I'm going to tell.
He's the post. He's the post in the training area for fucking Monster Hunter. That's fucked up.
Because he's in between mumble rapper and regular rapper, so, you know. Give you your own little, section.
In terms of how much we hate him, yeah, probably. He's been snitching on just everything. He's probably the reason Trump's about to get impeached. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's who the whistleblower is. They didn't want to say. They never say who it is. They kept saying whistleblower.
God. The idea that Tekashi 6ix9ine would be in the CIA, I don't want to even think about that. Because that's who they said that was. It was a CIA guy.
Yeah.
They had this meme up, and it was like, Martha Stewart, you remember when she took all that time on the head? She ain't snitched on nobody? Because Snoop taught her well. She learned from the best.
10 toes down. That's so sad.
So,
he might as well say it in jail because you snitching on
everything. He doesn't want witness protection after he gets out. If he gets out, it's like, nigga,
that's how you die.
You're not going back to rapping. What do you think? Oh my, so stupid.
Oh, what? Like what? You was talking too much shit to too many fucking gangsters, and now you're ratting out too many fucking gangsters, and you think you don't need protection? Something wrong with this boy.
Is he just not going to stay in this country? Because anywhere in this country, they can get you.
Anywhere, they could probably get him, to be honest, at this point.
Depending on who it is, yeah.
They could probably get him in jail, shit.
And that's probably why he's trying to get out, because there was too many in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's right. You don't need to drop the soap for this one. Anyway.
Wow.
Putting that blood and bone, Joe. Remember at the end?
I'm going to need this umbrella.
Golly, he's gonna lose a hand?
They got a Keyblade umbrella.
I saw that, and Eric said,
I thought it was you who put that up there. I guess it was. Yeah, it was.
Eric immediately said the whole. So back at our school, there was an incident where somebody thought an umbrella was a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty stupid.
That was a thing. So it was definitely a thing.
I had that.
That'll definitely happen again with a keyblade.
Dr. Foley at Wilson.
Yeah, Spanish bitch.
Yeah.
Spanish teacher. Yeah.
Remember, I always had the case with the bow in there.
Yeah.
She had all the security guys come and find me because she thought I had a weapon on me.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Oh wait,
Bitch, I look like I need a weapon. I am the weapon.
I am the danger. Anyway, it's just that was just stupid. And then that happened with Nathaniel, but Nathaniel now. I had the little sword umbrella.
Mm-hmm. It's like umbrellas are dangerous now, people.
I mean, they've always been dangerous.
I mean, if you're Phaeton, you got like fucking knives and shit in your umbrellas.
Or the penguin.
Yeah, that too. Like guns, knives, like
Or
everything. Yeah.
And Q, that's a whole gun. It's a whole artillery right there.
Like an energy shield.
That was a lot of bullshit. I was
or
like,
the
wow.
cheater that is Gilgamesh.
That is like the true epitome of a anime cheater.
Yeah.
Don't be mad because he got battleships. Man had a golden gun, like a golden like.
Y'all
747.
Y'all over here trying to get me to be a certain character, but I can't be a certain character because he got fucked up by him, and it hurts. Okay.
Oh, they talking. Oh, okay.
Check this out.
That's fucked up.
Because they always try and give me somebody. Did she fall?
You gotta tell everybody what you're.
Wow. So he just showed me a gift of someone going down. I'm assuming subways,
sliding downstairs. It's like snowy or like
icy.
Yeah.
And like bust their ass at the end of it though.
They did good at the beginning.
They started out all right.
It looked like that.
And then they're like saluting at the end, like,
yeah,
how's it going?
It looked like that picture of, you remember the person doing the kickflip on the broom, but then they land on the broom still? Like,
yeah.
Oh, that was for a game. What was it?
Tony Hawk?
No. There was there was.
Oh
that
no,
one.
it's
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
Yeah,
because it's the first playthrough. You just walk on it. 10th playthrough.
Cookie.
Walking on it with style. I'm sorry, Cook. I didn't mean to scare you.
I thought it was me going bow. I guess a trigger word. He won't bark at the doorbell, which is weird.
Wait,
that? Yeah, he doesn't bark at that doorbell.
No. That what was like what
trigger?
Bow.
Really?
So it comes in there.
So there I am standing.
Look, bitch, I'm ridiculous.
Barbecue sauce on my titties.
Do I?
I'm not one to like really laugh at anything with Hannibal because I don't like him at all.
It was only funny because it was happening to him. They had a crazy chick on the Eric Andre show just show up and just start. Apparently, it was his baby mama, and she's like, "Do I ever say I'm not the one that you come home to this and third blah blah? Do I make myself clear? Do I?" And she just smacks his titties. She's like, and the porn star was sitting there. She's like, "Is that okay? Who's that? Is that your girlfriend? Sister?"
It was so fun. Like I could almost feel like if I was there, that'd be that awkward moment where I don't know if I would sit there or just walk away. Like,
I'd be on the floor laughing. I know them titty slaps would have taken my breath away. I'd be catching my breath on the fucking floor.
Would have been worse than the tilapia lady.
Tilapia, oh my god, she didn't make me laugh. She made me feel like upset at the education system. This bitch said tilapia was fruit. She's like, "I want the tilapia and parmesan because I'm a vegan." It's like, that's cheese and fish. She's like, "That's not a fish. I've seen tilapia trees. I know they fruit." Like, let's follow this line of like reasoning though. I understand that even if it is fruit, still cheese though. You dumb.
You can't blame the schools because normally they don't teach that type of stuff.
Wow, they don't teach us the difference between an apple and a fish.
No, but for her to be like a tilapia tree, they don't teach that. So
that
she
is kind
learned
of
that
true
on her own.
Isn't tilapia one of those? Tilapia is one of those fish that's like not actually what the fish is called, right? It's like you're actually getting something else when you get that at the store. Because remember the gene sequencing kids where they had to do that in school and they bought like a bunch of fish and their teacher had bought a bunch of different fish and they actually did the gene sequencing on the DNA of the fish to see if it was the right fish, and half of them weren't. was fucking disgusting. And I can't remember. One of them they said is completely just a lie. Like if you get this at a store, it's not actually what it is. I think it was like haddock or something like that.
Well, I know
one of them wasn't even a fish.
Word.
I know they were saying either when you deal with tuna, swordfish. They were saying salmon at first, but then they were like they had to explain to people that it's half and half. If you go to a spot and you go buy salmon and it's pink, the colors is pink, it's fake.
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks when they see a salmon, they have like that pinkish hue on the outside of it, but actual salmons for like the meat of it, it's gray.
That's like cartoon salmon.
Yeah.
Fucking pink salmon. I've never actually seen a pink salmon.
The one time I've been salmon fishing,
Catching it with your bare hands.
I wish I was that good. But no, they do have, but it's only when they're trying to get
Upstream.
Yeah, so they
Getting buff.
What is that? Angry Beavers? What are they doing? Ugh! What do you mean that? Oh no! Ugh! What was it called? Spawning or something?
Yep.
And he's like, ugh. Dude finally tells him what it is. He's like, and they do that in the water. Shit's gross.
It's a great.
Now we know why they're trying to get upstream so badly.
But yeah, they have that pink hue to them, but it's like it's a hormonal thing. So once
it's
dead,
it
goes right back.
Every salmon I've ever gotten is like a weird mix of like white and like a black, so it's like a grayish.
Yeah.
Like the scales come off and everything.
Mm-hmm. But no one wants to buy that because it just doesn't look appetizing at all.
Well, the dumb thing is that the meat is supposed to be the thing that's pink, not necessarily the inside or the outside.
No, the meat is gray. If you get, it's either they had it farmed and they bred it to be that way, or they they use the dye on it,
kind of like they do,
or it's completely fake.
Oh no! So my store's been lying to me.
You eating tofu this whole time.
And the one thing that I find funny, the one thing that I find hilarious though, when I found out is dealing with because I know a few distributors who give like their chickens and the ground beef and all this stuff to like Tops or any of these other stores, and they slap a or organic or range free or that
cage
cows and all that stuff. Is like it was like very funny because when it came from my farm, that wasn't the case, and I was like, they out here. It's so funny. Like they have the stickers there and they just slap them on there. Like you're paying all this fucking money for stuff that's not exactly what it is.
So you could be the whistleblower to tell all the Karens like this is not what you're paying for.
They won't believe it though.
I'm
too
why
dark.
Does it sound
for
like
them
a
to
Matrix conspiracy or some shit?
I'm too dark for it. It has to be like Michael Moore.
You gotta
or
come
like
up with the
Anderson
Morpheus
Cooper.
glasses though, with the fucking with the leather jacket.
What if I told
What if I told you all the fish in the world?
You see the DMX one?
Yeah.
Rough Rider Initiative.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna tell you about the Rough Rider Initiative. That was great.
But it's just hilarious.
Oh fucking! Why did I don't know? Okay. Who's gonna stop him though? I ain't gonna tell him that's my grandpa.
Blade's uncle.
Word.
Well, what they call them, knives or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
Steak knife.
Oh, steak knife.
Steak knife. Right. You're thinking of the girl from
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Knife.
That poor girl.
After she got
Pulls the highlights out of her hair.
Word.
After she got the highlight slapped out of her head, she went to space.
Oh yeah.
She was in Dark Matter.
Which
I have to. I want to finish it, but I know they're gonna do my favorite character dirty, so it's like I don't want to finish it, but I want to see how it
everybody's
ends.
favorite character gets did dirty at some point.
Yeah. He also did like kind of turn into a dick.
Mine. Every character I gravitate towards just ends up dying, or
Even in YouTube videos.
I mean, Domo's still alive, last I heard.
yeah, but is he really alive on the inside? Domo's not alive on the inside. Nah, but even this dude, we started watching these like Irish people try different kinds of alcohol and stuff, and there's one dude I'm like, I like that guy, he's pretty cool. Named the leather jacket guy. They don't even name him like a name. All of a sudden he's not in any of the videos. I'm like, so I killed him. By liking him, I just killed him. It's fucked up.
I mean, that's how people felt when they watched freaking Kami got killed.
Yeah.
Everybody died.
Yeah.
Spoilers. I mean, it's been out for mad long, so too bad for you.
Spoilers.
But yeah, everybody got in that.
Spoilers if
Everybody.
my niece is watching this and hasn't finished. Akame got killed. Go finish it.
I mean, at least in the manga, not all those characters get got, but in the anime, they just
The one person I really did feel bad about, other than my girl at the end, was Shelly. I loved her. She was just so. She was like that right type of weird and kooky that just enthralled you. Loved her.
But she went out like a boss, though.
Not really though. That's the thing I get. Like she saved.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like she saved her, and then right before that final attack, she like did that final flash thing.
But it was just it just irritated me. It really did.
It was great when the girl with the dog thing got because she swore she was a good guy, and it was like, okay, do you see your laugh? That laugh is 100% villain laugh.
See, she was
self-awareness is nice.
She was just chaotic lawful. That's how that whole thing.
And it was great.
This motherfucker. So I'm new to trying to learn the D&D alignments and shit. This motherfucker comes up and tells me one I've never heard of because I started looking him up and shit and like looking into like what type of person would fall into E. He comes up with one that says like chaotic lawful, and I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. And he tried to look it up too. There's 10 technically because they have the technically unaligned is what like animals are and shit, and that's a separate
Beast
one.
Boy.
But I mean,
he's just chaotic.
yeah. But like chaotic lawful, you tried to look it up and I tried to look it up and I couldn't find anything. All I kept finding was literally
I told you when I found out. It was just.
And it's very confusing because it's like, how can you be two things that are on the same, like that same spectrum? That's like saying like this point exists at negative y and positive y, and you're like,
two dimensions at once.
So whoops.
just like what?
It's a singularity.
So basically,
Collapses into itself, therefore it can't
what it
exist.
is, a chaotic lawful person is a bisexual because it's on both sides of the spectrum.
See, that's different though, because liking men doesn't invalidate the liking of the women. If you're bi, so basically what you're saying is you're a black hole that's about to collapse into itself because you can't exist.
Exactly.
Wow, that's fucked up. Shit. So,
Chappelle said it.
yeah, that's true.
That was funny as shit.
Fucking.
Oh, guess what I heard, which is hilarious to me. Apparently, Hello Kitty is getting an AR visual game.
Where you do what?
I have no idea.
Just like chill with.
It's supposed to be an Android, but I'm like, Hello Kitty hasn't had a game in forever, and now they're coming out with like an AR game.
So you can take your picture with Hello Kitty and stuff.
Oh,
How's that Mario Kart game though?
I haven't. I downloaded it, but I haven't played it. But it can be kind of
Fishy.
confusing.
Mario Kart game.
Because of
it's weird.
how the controls are.
Are you the one that's playing it, or was that him?
No, Ramos was playing it. I actually downloaded it.
Somebody like took his phone and was.
No, that was me.
Okay,
Actually,
was you?
I downloaded it yesterday though, and I did play it.
this reminded me of two things. First, and before I forget, apparently Pokemon Company made a website to like promote Sword and Shield, where you can take pictures and then you can upload the picture to the website and add giant Pokemon to your pictures. So supersized versions of all the Pokemon.
Maybe they should stop working on that and working on putting all the fucking Pokemon in the fucking Pokemon game.
And then the other thing before I forget about Mario Kart, they're making a Nintendo Switch steering wheel controller.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, they're making two of them. There's a regular one and a deluxe one.
Like how
Like
the
old
PlayStation
old
one used to
school
be?
like steering wheel controllers for Mario Kart, or they're Mario Kart themed.
Now, see, I like this mobile game though with the Mario Kart thing because it's legitimately not taking people away from other. Like, it's not like they're saying like, "Hey, so Shadow, do you like Mario Kart? Do you like your phone? We can put it on your phone, but now you're not going to get Mario Kart games anymore." And it's just like, why is that? Oh, because the people who worked on Mario Kart are now working on the phone game. It's like, why are you doing that? Don't do that. So apparently Nintendo is not being a dick and they're
not this time.
They're doing both. Well, actually,
Nintendo
with respect to that, they
wrong.
usually don't. Fucking I don't know about that.
But I know people complain about Nintendo when it comes to streaming and recording videos. Because Nintendo will be like, yeah, take that down, take that down, take that down.
That's why people were saying that Pokemon videos are hard to make.
Yep.
Or even streaming Pokemon. Like, apparently that, you remember on Twitch they had the thing where, like, everybody tries to control the Pokemon character and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Nice. Everybody tries to control the Pokemon character, and it's like,
they put in, like, what they want, and then...
everybody's like, hey!
Yep.
And it eventually does it. That got taken down a couple times because of them, and then they were like, let them finish. It's stupid. Which I don't get why. I mean, it's free exposure for your game. And then, like, people who didn't play it before might be like, let me go buy this game. Let me go find it. Or whatever. Mm-hmm. Also, it's a game you already made your money on, so why do you care? But whatever. So speaking of which, I told you about this, I believe. And I might have told you about this. The thing where, basically, Final Fantasy 14, the MMO, there were people in China that were trying to get, like, a black chocobo, which, you know how China's obsessed with black things. So basically, there were people who had to go into KFC, and they had to eat, like, enough food for 4 people to get that chocobo. Like, 4 people's worth of food and, like, 8, like, large drinks. Large Pepsis. And if you finish that, they'll give you the code for the chocobo.
Interesting.
What type of money grabbing bullshit?
Oh, it gets better. Because if you stopped at any point and left the table, your food respawns.
Wait.
They will take your food. Yes, that's stupid. Take your food, throw it out, bring you new food. Start over again because you went to the bathroom.
Oh, goddamn. And the weird part is my shoulders are on the damn spikes.
That sounded like fucking... that sounded like any time Whitebeard's ever used his powers ever. He has a weird laugh. But yeah.
Everybody in One Piece has a weird laugh.
So people were actively trying to get this thing, and it got kind of disgusting because, of course, you know, you're trying to shove all that food into one person, it ain't gonna work.
So if you vomit, does that mean to start over?
I actually don't know because most people just tapped out. There's a couple people got sick, but they got sick in the bathroom and then came back to like I said, the respawning food. And the fact that they were petty enough to throw away food and give you food, it's like, nah, you're not getting. Yeah.
And I'm assuming you have to pay for that new round of food.
I actually don't know. Depends how petty they are.
That sounds like a dying company trying real hard to get people.
Gotta be quicker than that. Yeah.
Well, first of all, motherfucker, you don't know that I'm bottomless pit. And secondly, I have another bottomless pit right next to me. So,
you each get your own.
I know. So the two of us walking out that with the code, like, try it, bitch.
Some people did get it. I was actually surprised. Some people did get it.
It was the skinniest motherfuckers in the world, weren't they?
Yeah. It was all for that fat black chocobo. It's fucked up.
Chocobo!
It's fucked up.
Chocobo!
So, who else here has followed their dreams? Has anybody achieved anything?
Is that a new flavor of ice cream?
I don't know. Dreams?
I don't know.
Might as well be. I don't know. Because somebody we've all known since we were 10, who's still currently 10, has achieved his dream. He's become a Pokemon champion. Congratulations, Ash. You piece of shit. You bent the laws of physics and stayed 10.
What did it cost?
The lives of everyone I've ever met.
No, like I saw a meme yesterday. It was like, what did it cost to become champion? And it was like, animation quality.
Yeah. God, it was so bad. It's so bad.
It looks horrible.
So, would you say that Giovanni is the best Pokemon trainer in all of Pokemon?
Talking about the gym leader dude?
Yeah.
Because he's an evil dick, but it's like in terms of like producing results and actually like being good.
Because before Mewtwo, let's be honest. Before Mewtwo,
being a dick with Mewtwo, like Pokemon slavery, which I mean, but he multiple pictures that you see of him with like Pokemon and stuff, like they don't look like they hate him. It's not like he's treating them like absolute shit. Like, he acts
smile or cattle prod.
Persian just one that was always by his side. Meowth loves the damn dude.
You have a good. That is a good point. Like
he understood.
I was like thinking though, like
early.
I'm thinking like, who was the starter Pokemon then? Was it the
Charmander? I think because I remember he had a Charizard at one point.
Yeah. Or he might be so fucking old. It was before they had starter Pokemon. Go catch one. If you don't die, you can become a trainer.
Beat it with the stick to lower its health.
Beat it with this.
Bow, bow, bow.
Find a Pidgey, just beat its ass.
Or you just get lucky, just throw Pokeballs everywhere.
You know what he could do? He can pull a Kamen Rider. He can just grab a Beedrill out the sky.
Nigga. It's gonna go a little different.
I mean, because I only ask that because I have a theory of who I think would be the second best, because to me, Giovanni is the best one. But do you remember an episode when you first see Sandshrew come into play, and this with the trainer who had him like diving in the water and all that shit? Mm-hmm. I think he's technically would be the second best one because he makes them
he had like Sandshrew actually going against like training and
overcame his type thing.
Yeah. So he was like, Sandshrew was like, I think that's like one reason why I love Sandshrew so much. One is like it's adorable as fuck, and then two it's like it's cool as hell.
See, I was cracking up when he was laughing at Pikachu when he put on the little vice grip thing to strengthen Sandshrew and going into a ball and coming back out of the ball.
That was funny.
And you see Sandshrew just dying laughing next to Pikachu, not even about to help him. It's like,
but like Sandshrew just like sitting under the waterfall, like with the water, like just of course like dropping down on him. Just like I thought that was like pretty cool.
But I feel like he would be better than Gary because none of Gary's Pokemon can withstand their elemental weakness.
What's the name will probably be up there? Oak. He's one of the original trainers.
That's what I said.
That's
exactly what I said.
Especially if the movies are canon, because like Oak met Celebi when he was little and everything, and all this other like
Oak
ridiculous
is like
stuff.
Old Ash.
But wouldn't Oak be like better than Giovanni?
Probably. But
he's more respected in the community.
It's tricky because they never show him like in terms of battling. You almost never see him battle. But when he's with Pokemon, they kind of like worship him. Even other people's Pokemon, you know what I mean?
Well, see, because that was my argument. The fact that, granted, he has all these Pokemon and he has to be the one. Yeah. He's not training them, but he has to keep them in line.
But there have been there's like one episode every like 700 episodes of Pokemon where you see someone will like attack like the ranch or whatever, and Professor Oak will be like, "Yo, Ash's Charmander do this, Gary's Bulbasaur," and that they'll go hard. Yeah, but it only happens once every like 800 episodes.
In the show, is he only watching Bulbasaur is like the leader of them all. Yeah, Bulbasaur just kind of runs things there.
If I'm correct, he watches everyone's Pokemon, and it just so happens that since the show revolves around Ash, when they show their ranch is Ash's ranch with his 5,000 Tauros.
People then
5,000 Tauros. Shit. This man can just stampede cities if you wanted to.
So most of Pallet Town is just ranches for people's Pokemon.
Yeah. See, I'm still upset that, like, for me, just personally, it's like Ash always run this as a cool Pokemon. He's like, I'm not going to catch that one. Or he'll have cool Pokemon, don't train them. This man got a Gibble. Garchomp is one of the most nastiest 3-stage Pokemon, period. And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to leave you as a Gibble, and then I'm going to put you with Oak. It's like, train that thing. Him and Charizard will two-man everything. Everything.
Word.
Because Charizard's a monster. Because Charizard also did he didn't purposefully do it, but he did the whole overcome his type disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, because he was stubborn.
Yeah, because he tried to fight that big Charizard, and she, like...
the gentle one.
Where she was mad big. She hip-tossed him into the ocean, and he just sat there for, like, a day in the water. Like, I ain't gonna run away.
Thinking about his fucking life, he's just like...
But then he came back.
Change
my
ways.
Back like a boss, though. He came back because
character development.
I'm trying to think. Was it Gen 4 or Gen 3? When I think it might have been Gen 4. Ash was going against the Frontier Brains. Actually, no, I think it's Gen 3. I think that was Emerald. I think that was Ruby Sapphire Emerald with the Frontier Brains. Ash was going against the Frontier Brains, and one of them had an Articuno, and Ash was like, Articuno, this is a problem. Yo, Charizard, get him. And Articuno and Charizard was going at it, and that was some good animation from back in the day.
What the fuck's a Frontier Brain?
It's like, you know how there's the gym leaders in the Elite Four?
Yeah.
It's like post-game.
Oh.
So back in Ruby Sapphire Emerald, they had like
yeah.
So
because I remember in
that
Red
must
version,
have been
yeah.
after the Orange Islands and all that stuff.
Well, the Orange Islands was more like a Kanto thing. This one was Gen 3 Hoenn.
filler.
I think Gen 3 was Hoenn.
Yes.
So that one had Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip.
Mm-hmm.
It was that generation.
Yeah, because Sino's after that.
Yeah, so basically he would go through the gyms, go through the Elite Four, and then in between them coming through the next region, they had the Frontier Brains. I think it was 4 of them, because I know one of them liked Brock, because there was the lady who she used Seviper as her main Pokemon. She loved Pokemon with the slit eyes, and Brock had the slit eyes. So whenever she was around him, she would start blushing. She had like a bunch of skitties with her and stuff because they all have the slit eyes.
And that was like the one chick that he didn't really like.
Yeah.
Which
she was like, oh,
which is weird because Brock should take whatever he can get.
There's like one per generation.
Wasn't even that different.
He did get the research check.
There's always like one per generation though. For Brock, there's like 1 or 2 per generation. And one is like usually is like they like him, he doesn't like them, and the other one they like each other, but they have to split up because he got babies and Ash.
Because story.
But there's always like two per region.
But I mean, he got the research woman, so that's to me that's the most important one.
What is Professor Oak's like field of study? Because remember, like the second Professor Elm is like baby Pokemon and eggs.
I thought he's just Pokemon in general.
Yeah, I think Oak is just in general. I mean, right now they might have like specified it.
What?
But
Did you see
originally,
that? I mean, you
Professor
know more
Oak's,
Pokemon than I do.
area of study.
Because each of them after
I would say that
His, I think,
is
is
more
general.
of a general.
Yeah.
that's why he kind of is like a liaison between all the other
Yeah.
professors. So what would be the dude from Ruby and Sapphire then? Because I'm trying to think of what new game mechanics happened in the third season or third generation. I can't.
I know, like some of the games they actually still had Oak as the main.
Yeah, he was
That's
show
the
up.
main person? Really?
Yeah.
Because remember there was the 2 kids that followed Ash in that season, and
Yeah, it was
their
May
dad
and her
was
brother.
yeah, and their dad was the Pokemon professor or something like that.
No, their dad was a gym leader.
Wait,
Was he a gym leader?
Yeah.
He was a 3rd gym leader, I believe. He used Vigoroth, Slackoff, and Slacking. If I remember correctly. Oh, it was actually mad funny. He was their dad was trying to do like a anniversary thing for the mom, and he was asking for advice from Nurse Joy, and the mom thought that he was messing with Nurse Joy.
Shit.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't see that one.
Yeah.
That sounds hilarious.
So it's like, what, you think your husband is cheating on you with Nurse Joy? I mean, it is mad of him, so if he got tired of one...
Or I'm about to say, I'm like, we're not
going
going to talk about how Nurse Joy is a family of Nurse Joys that all produce
same
the
thing
same...
with Jenny.
I'm gonna say y'all got Jenny.
I know
Opposite
there's... Every
Jenny.
once in a while, there's a different one, though.
The only person who can tell them apart is Brock.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this one's... Each and every one is different. It's fucking crazy.
Different.
No, the crazy thing is the idea that there are 2 families that their genes are so dominant that they only produce women, and they all look the fucking same, which means somebody's having a big dick contest, like literally. I'm bedding more chicks. No, I'm bedding more chicks. Well, we'll see, nigga. If there's ever a town without a Nurse Joy, I win. There's Jenny there. Nah, that's fucked up.
All over the world. The world.
Sawaru.
It's just weird. It's weird. Just weird.
Oh my god. Have you seen the outcry of people who are like, oh, fucking Yu Hakusho, DBZ, they're stupid. They're so predictable and this, that, and the third.
I need people to stop trying to go back in time and judge anime and trying to put it on today's standards.
It's the funniest thing though, because it's like saying like Shadow is the greatest motherfucker of all time. We know this. But in 50 years someone's gonna go walk up to him and be like, who are you, old man? It's just like, fucking, what? Kid, I saved the fucking universe from the spirals. The anti-spirals. All that shit. You don't know? Just because I'm old? I'm a badass.
See, if
You know that 'cause you're dumb and little.
said that to Devon, he's just going to open a portal where like an ink monster comes out and just swallows.
Or just
whole
art supplies just like crush this.
Exactly. I mean, he is the art guy, so anything art.
You know, he's what is his name? Brash
Why don't you art your way out, boy?
Teen Titans.
Till you get on my level of art, I'm gonna be there forever. So would that be his Shadow Realm?
Wow.
Wow.
With
I
that-
thought Shadow Realm was just his room.
The Shadow Realm. Ha! Ooh, so who would Devon be in Yu-Gi-Oh?
In Yu-Gi-Oh?
I would say Yami because I can see you fucking up a child. Be like, yeah, you talking all that shit. Yeah, attack.
God
attack,
damn, Joe.
Attack.
Go hit the table, Jesus.
I mean, gotta learn somehow, right?
See? He's Yami.
I was just thinking though, well, yeah, that, but possibly Pegasus only because didn't Pegasus make like from the art perspective, Pegasus made all of the cards, didn't he? He made all the art for all the cards.
I mean, he didn't really make them. He traced them off the stones.
He had to have like the art visions coming into his brain through his eye. And then
that was
the tunes. Well, wait, the tunes.
The tunes were his.
And that was, you can't lie. You were going for the tunes.
He made the all the cards and stuff. Kaiba was the one that did all like the technology around the cards, but Pegasus was the one that like made Duel Monsters.
He the one
who brought it to the modern world.
He brought it to the modern era, which means he made the card. I'm just saying, like, just based on like the art for the cards and shit. Because I mean, we've all seen the stone tablet. Ain't very descriptive.
They look like stone tablets.
Yeah. How's he supposed to know what color they are other than brown?
That's what the Millennium Eye is for.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm saying. He drew everything.
I get what you're trying to say.
The Millennium Eye puts the vision in his head and he just draws it.
Justin, I see you.
Wow.
I get what you're trying to say. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but it's wrong.
You know who I see him as?
Sorry, not sorry.
That entire fucking video was infuriating to watch because it's like you're going at people's speech patterns and it's like, who gives a fuck? This is a person who is just pissed about people talking to them and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna write down every fucking thing that people say all the time that pisses me off just because I'm mad. Let's make a fucking Watch Mojo video out of it. It's like, who hurt you?
Oh, there was sorry, not sorry. Yeah, no.
I thought you were gonna say Yentl. We've seen Yentl too many times.
Yeah.
Papa, can you hear me?
Maybe that's who hurt him.
Not him. The whole
Streisand.
Oh, why
they
do you
some
have to bring
bitches.
that?
I think I'm gonna install this game now.
Oh, why? What
It's
happened?
good.
They don't got Baby Rosalina or Rosalina in it.
Oh,
Yeah. They
yeah.
got
See,
Baby
that's
Peach
his
and-
character.
Maybe they're like extending. Maybe
Wait, they have Baby Peach.
Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Mario.
maybe they're taking time to extend the roster.Maybe
They better.
Oh, you just reminded me of something.
because it just came out like.
Well, if,
couple
if
days,
you're
right?
gonna have Baby Peach, not
Do you,
is Rosalina even in there?
Nope.
wow.
That's why
They got Dry Bones Bowser, Mario in a suit, some redhead chick.
Are there multiple Marios?
This is DVC's roster problem.
Whoever Pauline is.
You got multiple Marios instead of putting characters people care about. How many Gokus are there? It's like 15 Gokus. How many Saiyans are there? Like, I don't know, 13.
Baby Mario, regular Mario, Metal Mario, and
Nigga.
Mario in a suit.
Wow.
Not Dr. Mario? Like, the person who had his own fucking game?
Nope.
Wow, they
They
fucking
have
up.
Koopa, Dry Bones,
I don't think you
Koopa,
can
Dry
get-
Bones Bowser,
Dr. Mario,
Regular Bowser.
regular Mario Kart.
Peach in a fucking Peach. Who the fuck is Peach at? Wannabe Peach?
She have like a sister?
Like it literally says Peachette.
What the fuck?
Maybe she's Peach's French cousin.
Oh, that's the shiny version of Peach.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
is.
that
She is glittery.
Fuck that bitch.
Wait, seriously?
She's kind of glistening a little bit. I don't sweat. I glisten. whatever it is.
Use this shit better.
Yeah, but yeah, these dumbasses calling Yu Yu Hakusho and DBZ. It's you're looking at it from the perspective of stuff nowadays. Like if you look at TV nowadays, they subvert tropes. They do this, that, and third. Rarely do they stick to just one thing. As opposed to back in the day, you had people who were creating shit.
Yeah.
So DBZ is gonna look basic if you've been watching all the shit that's been ripping off of it.
I mean, even to right now, and I know people. I was shitting. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was shitting on Super for a long time, but I still wound up watching it just because. And Tournament Power was incredible. That they had some really good characters in there, and it had some amazing fight scenes.
The realest one was 17. That's all I need to be said.
People want to argue with you on that one because the feels that everyone had and have it be,
See, all I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna go train with Whis and get stronger. I was fighting poachers and I'm on your level. What? So let's put out that. Yeah, that's it.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing anything with when it comes to 17.
Is he human?
No.
So how is he getting stronger if he...
That's what I was thinking, because someone said that he was a cyborg and someone said he was an android.
Well, yeah, because basically...
They say android, but he's a cyborg.
When they brought it over here, they used the word android, but it's supposed to be cyborg, so they actually... I guess they are technically
he's part human then.
But the way that they described them when they first showed them in Trunks' future was that they are... Just in terms of damage output, like they have a certain amount of energy that they just constantly put out.
Their energy never goes up or down. It's just always the same.
Which is why I was like, how that...
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out for Super.
Better? Are you now mixing your human part energy with the baseline android energy, or...
No, it's like I do believe they can train, but they just don't... Their level won't go down past a certain point. So like their base level... Yeah, it can go up. But it's like their base level is always going to be...
a certain limit or certain... Yeah. See, now my question is, Joe, the universe was really in peril and you have someone whose energy will never go below a certain point. Why not have that man train with Whis? If you have him train with Whis, he would be... just...
Because everyone thought he was dead.
Also can't run out of energy either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can't run out of energy... Like, once they got him, they'd be like, yo, 2 hours train with Whis, learn out your instinct, body everybody. Because if you can't run out of energy... Like... Cause that's the big thing. Oh, I'm running out of energy. Vegeta, tag you in. Oh, I need help with a spirit bomb. This man doesn't run out of energy.
It's pretty dumb.
Him or 18.
Yeah.
Stupid oversights. It's almost like, hey, this is a huge black character. Let's not train him. Let's make him run. It's like, he could save everyone from everything, even the bad guy.
The bad guy was like, you could literally be the strongest one if they would train you properly.
Come with me, I'll train you, I'll actually give you training.
He's like, no,
or you can run with these idiots and just have buttloads of stamina, which you're like already fucking broken.
You must be talking about Tanjiro Tengen.
Yeah,
of course I do.
It's like, you don't need to train, you're black, you just need to learn how to control your strength.
Because he gets more women than the main character. He's already off-rip, like, stronger and has more stamina than the main character. So if they gave him any more... he'd be the main character. And they can't have that because he's black.
But he has the white woman.
Multiple women.
Because
he threw himself at that hall of women like a fucking angry man grenade. I could see Shadow do shit like that. We're like trying to storm like a building or something like that. There's like all female security guards. Like Shadow's just like,
I got this.
I'm glad y'all think my confidence is that high.
Even if it's not, we'll throw you at them and they'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Did I have you watch Tanjiro Tengen? I think I showed you a few episodes.
He stopped the fuck out of them girls. He stopped the fuck out of them.
It sounds familiar. Very familiar.
It's the one where...
you were there when we watched the anime beatdown thing. It was the one where dude like puts the bento box in front of dude and he just goes demon mode and starts beating the shit out of him. Like, he goes ham, just beating the living shit out of him. And then another person tries to run up and like, stop! And he like throws her, like, fuck off me, and keeps going in. Like,
yeah, I was not there for that.
That was a game night. It was a while ago though. It was one of the first game nights we did.
I do not recall.
This dude like punched dude in the stomach, and that was when he just like threw up, and I was like, oh, that's what we're watching.
Okay, if
I
it
think
did
Jake-
play,
I think Jake.
like if like it was being like watched at the time,
people
chances
probably
are-
doing other things because
exactly, and of course I'm pretty sure that's when Jake. It either was like after or just like before he had unstable unicorns.
Mm-hmm. I think it was before, yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever we were doing, more so focused on doing that than
Yeah.
actually like looking at the TV.
It was after that point though, because I yelled like, "Oh shit, Ten Hotege," and everybody was like, "What?"
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But it's definitely. I wish they would continue because they just kind of left it.
I read the manga and it got weird.
It
haven't
had like
finished-
their
I haven't
final
finished it.
bout, whatever, but it wasn't a final bout. It
See,
said,
I wouldn't
we're
have
gonna
been
finish
mad at
this
the
at
anime.
tournament.
I wouldn't be mad at the anime if they would have at least finished the tournament instead of saying, "Hey, we're going to finish this at the tournament," and then just stop. If they at least would have had the tournament.
Yeah.
Can you
I would've
imagine
been
if
alright.
Keiichi had done that? The tournament I told you about where like stuff happens.
Well,
and
see,
they're just,
the
like,
thing
stop
is-
in the middle. It's like,
See,
what are you doing?
See, stopping in the middle would have been worse because for Tenno Tenge, they stopped right before because literally like, "Hey, you're doing pretty good. We're going to finish this at the tournament," and then it's basically him training and then him story stuff because I don't know if but story stuff, and then tournament happens because they're bringing a whole nother set of characters. Oh, it's stupid.
It's so it irritates me because then they introduce so many people that they didn't introduce, they showed what people are capable of. So you had like Aya and Maya start doing their thing. You have Bone Chi-Chi who comes out and you really do see what he can do or what he's capable of doing, and it's like, okay, well, they're all going to go into this and to fight them.
Yeah.
No more. We're not going to do this at all. In which I will say, one thing I can understand what people will complain about is why is it always a tournament?
Tournaments are a good way to get a buttload of people that you don't care about to fight. They get to show all their powers and stuff.
Why tournaments?
That's, I mean,
Yu Yu Hakusho did a good job with it. I will give them that because all
Yeah.
their fights had some interesting aspects. But
character development like throughout the thing.
I know one of the things that in the manga they're talking about was the whole school they're in is literally a school to like awaken people's like latent powers. So it's like, you know how like they were saying how a lot of people Haki awakened after the war in One Piece because all those people were around Haki blah blah blah, so everyone's Haki just started kicking in. In the manga they were saying like a lot of people who go to that school have powers because they're descended from busted people, but they don't know it. And when all those people are together doing stuff, it awakens all their powers. So later on in the manga, mad people show up like, "Hey, I can like make diamond claws on my hands," and it gets crazy.
so if you clip the fingernail
what
and
kind
the
of
diamond,
martial
can
art
you
is
sell
that?
it?
I don't know. Because
That's
Why not?
money.
I mean,
That's
like,
money.
why not?
At what point is this martial arts or like fucking
I mean, it started.
creative mutants and shit?
Yeah, that's what it started going into that because
Like-
the dude with the diamond claws, I think he said they're like dragon's claws that are hard as diamond or something like that. Because I remember someone
That
tried to
ain't
punch
worth
him.
nothing.
I remember someone tried to punch him and he tried to stop it.
Bruh.
Yeah, maybe not.
What, you
Because
make armor out of his
Shishomaru
fingernails?
might try to come for his arm.
Because I was gonna say he shredded somebody on accident because his powers first awakened when he was a kid, and he did the dragon claw and he tried to like stop someone's fist and just shredded their arm.
Say Shomaru did nothing wrong.
He just wanted daddy's
Technically,
love.
that is
Say
very true.
Shomaru did nothing wrong.
Technically,
He gets
that's actually true.
shit on constantly. He did nothing wrong. Now Griffith, I'm not agreeing with that. Fuck that.
Okay, who are the people who are saying Griffith did nothing wrong?
I mean, you know one of them. You told me that.
He acknowledges what he did was wrong. He just says he can see why he does
I
it.
guess, yeah.
Reasons.
Which is a little different.
Yeah.
But for someone to say he did nothing wrong, he killed everyone that loved him. He killed them all, and the one that was in love with him, he
Other people
raped
did
in
to
front
him.
of.
Like he's fucking. It's okay that he did that. I'm like, nigga, that was other people. That's like if somebody punched me in the street, and I come in here and just start beating the fuck out of Shadow. It's like, what the fuck? Why? That's misplaced anger. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm taking it out of my friends. They'll teach you to punch me in the street. It's like, what are you talking about? What are you even? Crazy. That's stupid.
It's like when Peter had his house broken into by intruders,
Oh my god.
And-
You're doing this?
and he goes and hits Meg instead.
Worst father ever. Just gonna say that. Just not even.
No.
Cartoons.
Okay.
About to say I can think of a few.
In cartoon.
Okay, in cartoon standing, who would you say is the worst father?
Is that cartoon standing?
Yes, just there's too many answers for anime.
There's one main answer.
There's one main answer, but we're not talking about that. No, just
Okay.
cartoons.
He hit Meg once. I'm pretty sure Bart's lost brain cells from the amount of time that Homer has just yoked him out.
Strangle him.
I would argue Stan the Man Smith.
Now, he generally just is like, you're a failure to his daughter, but he doesn't really like...
He puts them all in danger.
Why? Because he's part of the CIA?
They all died. No!
They do.
They all died because of him a few times.
The fucking hurricane episode. That shit was
The
great.
Christmas episode.
How you gonna harpoon your own
Fuck
wife
up on a yearly
and
basis.
have the bear and shark stop and look at you like, what the fuck? Well, not harpoon. It was a javelin.
Yeah.
This is what I've been waiting for.
I love how dude comes in and evaluates the threats and takes them all out, and he looks at him and takes him out too.
Shoots him in the balls.
Yeah, that was great. That's fucked up. Who would be the worst animated dad? You'd say Stan Smith?
Or cartoon dad.
Or yeah.
I could argue him, but I think ultimately for like cartoon fathers, the worst one probably would be Peter. Only because
Does he get a pass because he's technically mentally retarded?
See, they
Like
say
literally
that,
below the line.
They say that, but it's not. It's like he chooses to be though.
Yeah.
While you have someone like Homer who
Have they ever like stated that
he's not. It's really because he has something that's poking his brain, the crayon, that's keeping him that way.
Yeah. Remember he put a crayon up his nose?
I don't. There's too much of Simpsons. I don't remember it.
And he actually is pretty smart, but because no one really accepts him as being smart, he goes back to have them put the crayon back in the exact same spot, so he can just be.
So I think when he was little, he put a bunch of crayons in his nose and he sneezed them out or something, and one got stuck.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gross.
Yeah. So on that note, even with that being said, he doesn't outright.
Peter's is a little bit tragic though, because he has the mental retardation because of he had a fever as a kid that like cooked his brain kind of. Like remember, like there was.
Is that also why he wears glasses?
No, because they retcon like all that stuff. Though.
No, because he had good doctors around him.
Oh, okay.
Not like Sakura.
I'm not in this. I am not in this one. I'm not. You're not gonna get me in trouble. That's what you're not gonna do.
That's too late for that.
Or you're already a party too. You're going to jail, son. No, that was fucked up. No, but yeah,
Little boy, you're going to hell.
Fucked up. I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say that. Fucking yeah, it is kind of messed up though, because that happened to him as a kid. So it's like.
But see, anything that happened to any of them as a child just got taken out by the end of that episode, or the next episode said something else. I mean, fucking Brian has a 13-year-old child, but he's 7 years old himself. But no, dog years. I'm like, it's like that doesn't make any sense.
That's still word. That doesn't work like that. You know what else doesn't work like that? HBO, because they're assholes. So the Emmys happened recently, and you know about your show, Game of Thrones. It's a great show.
It's great.
Yeah. A little bit shaky on that last season, but still pretty good, right?
Ooh, really nice.
So basically, HBO put up all their own shit for Emmys. In terms of nominations, because you have to put, like, usually the studio can put in nominations, but people can put in nominations for themselves. Mm-hmm. all of the actors had to put in their own nominations. HBO didn't want to nominate them for shit. They only put in their own stuff like set design, crap like that, costumes and all that kind of shit. They didn't put any of the actors up for nominations. So then a bunch of the actors put themselves up for nominations, and a couple of them won stuff. And then HBO had to sit there like, oh, congratulations, guys, good job. I was like, shut the fuck up. You ain't do nothing.
Hateful ass motherfuckers.
Like they HBO is in like a never ending. They keep trying to save face, and it's like, bro, you fucked up. Just keep it moving. I mean,
Shame.
Word.
Shame.
Oh God. Not this shit.
Shame.
Oh, got something for you, Mr. Justin.
If it's a mobile game, I'm slapping.
I have a few those for you, but this one, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the fighting game.
Oh yeah, the one Arnaldo. Yeah.
Guess who getting released? Shadow Ranger, Daishi, Quantum Ranger. I think they're the season 2, season 2 characters. And I'm like, everyone said the Shadow Ranger's nasty. Everyone, I've been looking it up. Everyone said the Shadow Ranger's nasty. I kind of want to play as Daishi because it's like is evil Daishi when he's all black and gold. So I'm like, oh,
that was a
not
dope
bad.
ass form.
Yeah, and it's his base form, but I'm not complaining because it's cool.
That's pretty dope.
It's cool design. It's Black Lion.
Freaking we never actually got to that the last two or three times. Kamen Rider season. New Kamen Rider season started. His transformation doesn't look bad. I liked it. It's pretty dope.
Actually, isn't this also the season with the first main female rider too?
First main female rider, yeah.
Yep.
And also, this is the first Kamen Rider series of this what they call period. So right now we're in the Reiwa period. I want to say. The first one, the old ones from like the 70s, 80s was Showa. Heisei was the one from 2000 to just last year, and now they have a new emperor. So perfectly cuts off at 20.
New Yonko.
Yeah, there's a new Yonko. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. They went back to the grasshopper motif.
Okay.
I don't know anything else about it though. I still need to finish build. I know
Same.
dude was yelling at me because I need to finish build. Yeah.
I keep putting it off just because it's like I'm not in a rush.
And there's other stuff.
Yeah.
And work.
I've been catching up on anime. I started watching Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad because it's so good. So good. Yeah. So I started watching the anime. It's 12 episodes long. I think I'm like 3 in. And I like the transformation. The fights are like the same as the old show. Either you one-shot them or they one-shot you. It's kind of hilarious to me. But I like it because I used to watch the original way back, the live action. So watching the anime is like, yeah, memories.
Yeah.
Memories.
Oh, so something hilarious I found out. Bandai announced that they're making model kits for classic consoles. So you can build your own PlayStation 1. You can build your own Sega Saturn.
A model kit?
But they're non-functioning though. They're non-functioning. They're just straight model kits.
It's like, what's the point?
Maybe I don't know because I was looking into it and people were saying I would like a functional PlayStation 1, but I also would like to have just a PlayStation 1 in general. So people are actually there are people out there who want them. Just a scale PlayStation 1 that you can build and put together. And
Why not
scale
just buy a
Saturn.
PlayStation 1 and just like not?
Well, I mean, for PlayStation 1s, those aren't too hard to find. I think Sega Saturns might be a little hard to find though.
Yeah.
But PlayStation 1s aren't,
Sega.
at least in my experience, they're not
Stuff
too
like
hard to find.
Dreamcast and stuff like that might be too hard.
But
Okay, I can understand Dreamcast.
Yeah, but just it's just interesting because Bandai is huge on model kits because
sad about that.
they do all the Gundams and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like they're making console model kits now.
Did Dreamcast get bought out by Microsoft or anything like that?
I actually don't know.
Because they were so beyond their time frame, it's ridiculous.
Literally everyone I talk to about that says that. So
Yeah, they had
First one
online
to have,
games.
yeah, they were the first to have online gaming and all
Yeah.
that stuff. I was like, they knew where the future was going. They just couldn't.
They didn't have the tech yet.
Yeah, they're a little too ambitious.
Bit off more than they could
Power
chew.
Stone Dreamcast best fighting game ever. They need to make another one.
I didn't have video games as a kid. Oh, I had a Sega
I say
Genesis,
you're almost
that's
as bad
pretty
as
much it.
Eric.
Yeah, right.
Eric was like, I couldn't watch cartoons when I was little.
Oh,
Something like he says something along those lines. Either cartoons in
That's
general
just
or
sad.
Saturday mornings. I forget which one.
Or like Jason with the novel. Jesus Christ. Oh my God!
We're under attack.
Really? Sorry.
That was great.
But what were you gonna say about he who should not be
I
named?
can't remember because Ghidorah put the fucking fear in me. And I can't. He found the bitch in my heart, and I can't speak.
I have a question. Is it Ghidorah or Ghidorah? Because I've heard both pronunciations. I'm curious.
I actually don't know.
I used to be on top of monster stuff a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because my dad and me used to always watch monster stuff. But as I got older, I started to like not have contact with the monster stuff. So I'm curious because I've always heard Ghidorah,
The Elder.
but recently I've heard people say Ghidorah. So I'm curious.
I think because of English pronunciation.
It's almost like Naruto instead of Naruto.
Okay, I was just curious.
Like you have Japanese and you have English.
Yeah. I mean, both sound fine to me, but you know how some people are like sticklers for it. So
It's almost like how that nowadays with stuff we're getting more woke with Japanese names, so it's hard to tell. Like it's like, okay, so did this person already put the name, like the surname before, or is this the first name? Like it's hard to tell now because it's like, well, some people understand what they're supposed to be doing and they put the name like the right way.
Yeah.
Other people are just like, oh, well, that's his first name, so I'm gonna put it like that. And you're like, which one are you? I don't. We're like in the middle period for that. So
it just reminded me of something that annoyed me so much. Inazuma 11 dubs when they changed everyone's name. Dude, this dude's name is literally Kiddo, and they changed it, and it's like, but his name is Kiddo. His name is Kidou.
did they change his name to like Axel Blaze or
No,
something?
that was okay. There's this dude, right? His name is Goenji Shuya. Now, I could see some people having issues with that one because you know people are terrible.
the O's, the U's, the
Where his name is Goenji Shuya, and his thing is when he is a soccer, is basically soccer Dragon Ball Z. And when he does his special shot, Fire Tornado, literally he jumps in the air, a tornado comes around him of fire, and he kicks the ball. Really, really cool. So they named him Axel Blaze. It's like
stupid.
yeah. So they were going with, oh, you use ice, we're going to give you
That
an
was the
ice
show
name.
that I showed you that GIF earlier this week with the kid who was jumping around. I showed him Kazamaru doing the wind. Temple of the Wind God or something like that.
So basically, they made this dude be Blaze again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's, they made more episodes of that What If season. I told you.
Where like few of the characters are in there. You're like,
I was
how?
trying to tell him about the little zombie soccer football.
Oh, the cartoon.
Zombie soccer football.
Like it's like this.
He's
Don't
the
know the
only
name of the show.
one. He's the only one I know who's actually seen that show. And then the other Son Goku one with the monkey came out of the
Lotus Flowers.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Monkey Magic.
That's what it's called, Monkey Magic.
Yeah,
He says it is.
I remember. Actually,
Did he ride on the cloud? Have the red staff?
Yeah,
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
Son
Monkey
Goku
Magic.
thing,
It was
yeah.
on Fox way back. They actually had a game. It had a PlayStation game.
But you see, it was around that was on around the same time, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't understand how people don't know this damn cartoon.
And I can't think of it. Like we can't think of the name of it.
It's one of those things where if you show me the thing, like if you show
We
me like
can't find
the
pictures.
frame,
I've tried.
I've
tried.
reach into my brain through
After
my
this-
ears and go.
After this, remind me and I'll look it up because I remember I was trying to explain to someone that Fox Kids used to show anime and it was like no, and I was like literally my
Nigga,
first
what?
anime is Vision of Esclafone on Fox Kids, and I literally had to look it up and show
You know
them
what
like,
it is?
Vision of Esclafone, Fox Kids.
You know
it
what
had
it is?
dragons in it. I remember because there were dragons.
Everybody
way to
remembers anything dealing with
Easiest way
dragons.
to trigger his memory. If you tell him,
and
if you
wait.
say dragons equation, he's probably gonna
It's a
remember.
double whammy. It had dragons and giant robots. The giant robots were powered by dragons.
So now we
I'm
know
gonna
why
remember.
Now we know why he loves mech anime so much.
Word,
All right.
it was dragon powered robots. You don't remember that? I don't remember that. I didn't finish it when I was
But
little
see,
because it was a Saturday morning thing.
Did you used to wake up early in the morning to watch Gargoyles?
Of course.
Okay, so I want to say this cartoon
You
probably
said
came on.
was it zombies or was it skeletons?
A mix of everything.
Because I remember skeletons.
Because it was like a lizard dude
Wait.
thing in there, right?
Was it just monsters in general?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. See, when you said zombie, I was in.
Well, it had like the zombie dude in it, and like it was like a football player.
Yeah, he was the main.
Yeah,
He was.
I know what you're talking about.
He was the main guy.
I would say
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was monsters in general. I think it was just heavily zombie.
Yeah, because the main dude's friend was like that little lizard guy or whatever.
He had like this like weird like snout like thing that he talked out of.
I remember the one time he was like doing like the little drug enhancing, performance enhancing drug or whatever.
What? Zombie steroids.
Yeah, basically. And then he was like going crazy and shit because.
So was he
too
eating
much.
rare brains? Was he eating rare brains?
Okay.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. See, I don't know why. Like, there's certain shows.
It came out like two episodes. Like it was like 2 shows before
you know what
Gargoyles.
it is? Fox turned into Foxbot, or Foxbot.
Yeah, it was Fox and
at
Fox
the time
Box.
we were like around that, and people were like, "Oh, that's the only thing I remember."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Vision Esclafone used to be on there, which was anime. My Holy Knights, oh, so good. My Holy Knights was on there. Actually, what's the name? Does the voice for you know the janitor from Nez Declassified?
Yes,
he did the voice for some of the characters in Vision Esclafone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, so good. Vision Esclafone used to be on there. Obviously, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z used to be on there. Oh, so good.
Until
Mass Rider used to be
what's
on
his
there.
name partnered with
OG
them.
Mass Rider used to be on there.
Because then WB partnered with
Beetleborgs,
Cartoon
all
Network,
that
and
stuff.
then they took
Beetleborgs
Easy.
was a good show.
Yeah. I try rewatching it, but I have to be in the mood for it because it's at that level of old where it's like I have to be in the mood to watch it. I just can't watch it.
See, that one I was shocked that I liked so much. To be honest, because it's like I put it on the same lines as Animorphs, and I really couldn't. It was weird. I didn't mind reading the books, but I could not watch
Animorphs
the show.
was fucking weird.
I just couldn't watch.
I honestly,
the first episode was just like.
I think I'm gonna stay a Hawkeyes. I think I know what I'm doing.
I ended up watching it because
Okay, dude.
when I was at work, when I worked overnights, it would come on like really like it would come on at like 2 a.m. on like it wasn't Bounce, but it was one of those when they had like 50 channels for everything. It came on one of those, and I would watch it when I was on break. So I've seen a bit of it now, but when it first came out, people turned to animals.
I
That's
just can't stop thinking about how every time they were about to get fucked up, it's like, look in the sky, it's Tobias. He's gonna help us from the aliens because he's a fucking hawk. It's like he's a fucking bird. What the fuck is he gonna do?
Actually,
He's
like
a bird, motherfucker. He's a bird. He's a bird.
because
So stupid.
because I used to watch it at work when I was on break. Turns out he's like part alien.
Yeah,
Like his dad is like that original dude that came out. He's like, "Hey son, I came to save you guys. I failed."
that's why I
Sorry.
made you into an emo by not being around.
It's like, Daddy wasn't there. I'm sorry.
Papa, can you hear me?
Because I remember there was actually a What If episode. There was an episode
Papa,
where
can you see mine?
if I remember correctly, there was an episode. I'm trying to remember.
Edit that shit out.
There was an episode where the dude, one of them were like, there was like, you know how not every, but a lot of shows it's like, what are we even doing? We keep doing this, and the bad guys keep. It was one of those kind of episodes. So he had a dream that he was the only one that didn't get changed, and it basically was like episode 1 again, and he was trying to like recruit people to help him, and it turns out they got all body jacked and stuff, and he woke up and he was like, this is what will happen if you don't do, if you don't be who you are, blah blah. It was one of those kind of episodes, but it got crazy because all his friends turned on him, his dad, his mom turned on him. It's crazy.
I randomly saw an episode of Animorphs, like I think it was like the first episode, back when I was living with my sister before I moved out here. Fucking shit did not age well. It was so bad.
There are a lot of things that did not age.
I forgot there was a Hispanic kid.
Yep. And what's the name is it? You remember when I was watching Royal Pains?
Yeah.
You remember how it was the two brothers? The younger brother, he's one of the aliens.
Yeah. Creepy. Dumb shit.
Actually, speaking of aging, there was a character in the original Mass Rider. There's this lady who they actually had to age her up for her role because she got the role, but she was too young, so they had to age her up. So when she goes to cons, everyone's like, "How are you still this young?" And they were like, "I had to age me up 10 years for that role." So she is looking nice. This lady.
Oh, you guys been watching Dr. Stone?
Nope.
No.
The last episode I seen of Dr. Stone was when they got the sulfuric acid.
So you heard them mention they name drop Monster Hunter at one point.
Yeah, it was like
Monster Hunter is life.
I thought that was dope. When I was reading
4
it,
or 5.
now when you guys said, "Oh, is anything cool happening in this anime?" I'm like, "Oh my god, I don't want to tell them about the Monster Hunter thing." I'll let them find that naturally because that shit is dope.
Well, no. See, you should already know. Science stuff is going to get me. And you should have just said it's really going to do actual science.
Oh yeah, they science the hell out of it to the point where they say like, kids, do not do this at home.
10,000,000,000%.
People's stupid ass desires that he makes real.
So, Untimely Death. Are you still trying to get a PS4?
Next, Flex.
And now we're gonna get sued by him. Absolute mad lad.
You'll just charm him into liking you, and then he'll stop making JoJo references forever.
No, he'll make more references because
he knows you. Yeah, because he'll be like me.
Oh god, I wouldn't mind knowing what he looks like. But I do still plan on getting a PS4.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I keep flip flopping on what I say I'm going to be doing, and I'm just going to be adulting the next year and a half.
Boo.
So I'm going to pay off the rest of the medical bills. We already got rid of 7,000 of it.
Good job.
Damn.
I got another 1,400 to go.
That's fucking crazy. That's still from that one.
Well, 1,000 is left from when I was in there back in January, and then there's 400 from. I've already paid it before, but they're saying that they never got the payment, and of course,
that's bullshit.
But of course, it's like I have no way of saying, well, because I went and paid cash.
I forgot Cookie was there, so he started moving and scared the shit out of me. What the fuck?
Yeah, Cookie getting them all, but wow. Any of them hundos?
Nope.
Damn. But yeah, I went in and I paid cash, and of course they're going to give you the receipt for it or whatever. But now they don't let you go in there and pay cash for any fucking thing. They want you because they want the paper trail. Apparently for shit like this, and it's like I went in and did this. You guys called me on the phone, and the very next day I was there and I paid it off.
So I just gotta keep the receipts, man.
Bruh, did I tell you about the story I saw on
Between all the moving and whatnot?
That's true.
Did I tell you about
lost a lot of shit.
See what you gotta do? You gotta slide them into your sword hilts because you never lose those.
It's like, which one? But did I tell you about the story about the girl? Ooh, sorry, he moved his head. I actually looked him in the eye. She basically she was working in Canada, and she had no idea that you basically didn't have to have like a referral or anything to go to like a doctor. So she's like, oh no, I might have found a lump or whatever, and her boss was just like, okay, go to the cancer center. And she's like, do I need like a thing from work or like he's like, no, just go over there. So she goes over there one day expecting to be like, oh well, I gotta make an appointment. They're like, no, come in. She goes in, they do the mammogram test. She's like, okay, well I guess I'll come back to do that. And they're like, no, he's across the hall. Just go do it. They bring her across the hall, and they're like, okay, well, now we're going to do some other tests and stuff, too. She's like, okay, so I'll see you in a week or something like that. No, next door. They bring her next door, and they're confused, like, why does she keep saying, like, a week from now? Because that's how our system works. It's fucking bullshit.
It really is.
And she had, like, a mammogram and a couple other tests done. They're like, oh, it's just a cyst. So literally an hour later, they told her that she didn't have cancer. And it cost, like, $3.
Yep.
So basically, what you're trying to say is we should just move up there,
pretty much.
Or we can go over to London, and where they would give you money to leave.
What?
So it's the exact same thing, scenario, and all that stuff. But after that's all said and done with, they give you money to take a taxi home.
They give you bus passes.
Wow.
Bus passes here.
Actually, when my mom goes,
you have to be hurt to...
I was gonna say when my mom goes, I think they always give my mom cap money.
Do they really?
I think so.
Is that part of like her health insurance, or is that? Like
I'm not sure, but I know there's been a couple times where I would go with her, and it would be like the bus schedule. Bus schedule sometimes it doesn't work out, so they just call a cap for her, just boop. But I think it might depend on the cab company, because I think some companies have like a setup
like a
with
Meditrans thing. Yeah, where
I'm not sure the specifics.
Oh, if it's like a Medicap type thing, that's what they are for, and that's part of insurance.
Yeah, they partner with the insurance.
The reason I was asking about the PS4 is because Death Stranding It's coming out.
Death Stranding.
Oh, my bad. Death Stranding. Death Stranding is coming out. And its gold is
We
complete.
don't want Kojima trying to sue you,
true.
being like, "Yo, this nigga's trying to make a game that's right next to like 2 letters off from my name."
Death Stranding. My bad.
Don't
My bad.
fuck with my
Kojima.
money.
Don't come after us.
Norman Reedus shows up with all the weapons and the
But
crossbow.
there's gonna be a Death Stranding PS4 Pro bundle with an all white PS4, and it's gonna have the black handprints, and it's gonna have a clear gold controller, and it comes with a physical copy of the
How
game.
is it clear and gold?
And then I was asking because I know you've been looking for PS4s.
They found a way.
I know you've been looking for PS4s, so I was like all white PS4 with the black ink or the black tar handprints
I would love to
for
get-
$399.99. So I'm like, that's not bad.
$399.99.
I wouldn't mind getting the
Death Stranding.
Kingdom Hearts
The Kingdom Hearts one would be nice too.
PS4. To be honest,
It's just like it looks really nice because it's all white, like glacier white, and it has those black handprints on it. It looks really
Cook.
nice.
Cook needs to say something on the podcast.
get
Want to say something, Cook?
Is there a cat? Where's the cat? Where's the cat?
Ruff. Ruff.
Bark. Speak.
Bork.
Bork. Bork.
Bork, bork.
Bork. Bark. Bork.
So, apparently, yes,
Bork. Bork. Bork.
exactly.
Heck.
Cookie.
So, apparently, Spider-Man is
Uh-huh.
coming back to the MCU. Or he's staying in the MCU. Apparently, he ain't going nowhere. They were
Pretty
able
cool.
to work it out. What was that?
So
Oh,
they
the,
determined that
Let's go.
they had the same size.
So basically, what they're gonna do is they're doing a third Spider-Man movie, and they're doing another movie where Spider-Man's gonna show up in an MCU movie, and essentially they worked it out so that it's exactly what Disney wanted, only half of what they wanted. So instead of 50-50, it's 25-75. So they put up 25% of the money. They get 25% of all the revenue. But the original deal was that they make 5% of like the first weekend or some crap like that, and they also get the merchandising. But then what's his name gets all the money, and they do some of the work, I guess. But it's mostly Kevin Feige telling everyone what to do, and it's all his creative shit. So they're going to continue doing that, but now Disney and Marvel are going to put up 25%, and they're also going to make 25% of everything. And they keep the merchandising.
Actually, I heard a rumor that Kevin Feige might be doing some Star Wars stuff.
I heard that too.
But I also heard Brie Larson was supposed to be in Star Wars stuff too.
Because I know they picked up, Marvel picked up Star Wars comics like a while back.
Yeah, and I was curious because I heard rumors of there's like been some issues with Brie Larson, Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
so when I heard the rumor
losing
of her being in the Star Wars stuff, I was like, but it's all under the same umbrella company now. So how that's going to work? I don't know. I just heard rumors.
It's very weird. They said they're losing, the rumor is that they're losing faith in her and Captain Marvel. So
I heard there are definitely going to be at least one more Captain Marvel movie though. Like they said, there's going to be one more
Probably,
Captain
yeah.
Marvel movie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you guys remember Duel Masters?
Duel Masters. Kaijudo Masters?
Yeah, apparently they're making a mobile game.
Fucking
Yeah.
why?
I know you hate them, that's why I had to make sure I looked at you while I said it. So they're making a mobile game called Duel Masters Play. Supposed to hit Japan in the winter. I used to play.
They're really obsessed with mobile games over there. That's the
You
reason
think you
why
can
that
like
keeps
stealthily take pictures, right? So it's not making that noise.
happening. Word, you
I'm
creeper.
taking pictures of myself though.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, you don't like the fact that I'm taking pictures of Cookie, huh? Cookie is cute. He deserves to be on the internet. This is how I make my first million.
Wow.
No, don't pause.
Using your dog for millions.
I mean, I'm still waiting for you to set up your setup so we can just start doing unboxings. Cause I was clean. Like last night, I was on a couple websites. Like, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy like 5 model kits, but I don't know anyone with a setup to do the unboxings though.
You can always just come in here and just, use it. Turn the
I also
lights
was
on.
looking. They have some Gundam loot crates, and I was looking into those because that would be cool.
God bless you.
Oh, that hurt.
In your chest, all in your chest.
I was speaking of like loot crates. I was actually thinking about like signing up for the anime
See,
loot crate.
that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna sign up for an anime one, and I was gonna sign up for a Gundam one.
Does that
They
one,
have lots
does that
of
one
them now.
do like specific animes or just like in general?
I think it's just like random.
Doesn't it do themes?
Well, it depends. It depends who you go through. Because some places are just anime in general. Some places they have like anime themes, sci-fi themes.
Yeah. Well, like Loot Crate is like does themes every month, but like the anime one does it
like the anime Loot Crate is like specifically like anime related. So
yeah,
it's like,
but
I think it's like all like. I think like depending on like the month, they'll have like a certain like anime or whatever.
Oh, so I just thought it was. Specific ones have like specific animes that they do it for, or is it just?
I think
everything's fair game.
I would say like everything's fair game for the most
part. They might have like an announcement though, like, hey, in September we're going to be doing stuff related to this.
Just in case you don't want it.
Because
they don't give you stuff you don't want.
Sometimes it's like buy as you go, and sometimes you can do like a 3-month thing. And
so they're like, hey, September's going to be fantasy. Do you want that? And you're like, not really. You're like, okay, then skip it.
Yeah.
What about does Josh does regular or does he
like Loot Crate?
Yeah. Does he do regular?
I think he did at one point. I don't think he still does it anymore.
There's also different sizes too, depending on like how much stuff you want to get.
See, I saw one that had like for like 4 months straight they had shot glasses. I was like, you know what, fine, I'm gonna go ahead and go for this because these shot glasses have been like pretty fucking legit and good looking.
They're like knickknacks.
Then they said they're not doing shot glasses anymore, and I was like, well, there goes my.
Probably somebody delivered something and it broke, so they're like, yeah, no, let's not do that anymore.
I literally saw like an ad on Facebook for Anime Loot Crate like not too long ago, and I was like, maybe it was Instagram.
Especially them, they'll target you like a motherfucker.
I don't even get the Loot Crate ones anymore because that's how I was seeing them. Is they had the like little Facebook. And I'm on one of their fan pages on Facebook too.
I'd always heard of them because the podcasts that I listen to usually have ads for Loot Crate. So Loot Crate, if you love us, maybe send us some money. We'll talk about you. That'd be dope. We do need to get some unboxing stuff or like
clean.
I'm sorry, what?
He said claim.
But it was a joking claim, though.
Oh yeah, no yeah. Let's not knife each other over claims. That's why we have them.
That's true. That's nice.
But yeah, bro. So let me know when you get your setup going, and I'll bring some stuff over. Cause I was looking at buying like 3 or 4 model kits.
How much I love Uta, I really do.
I was looking at 3 or 4 model kits, and I was thinking about getting them.
I'm looking at camcorders right now.
Like I said, my phone is decent, and I have a few lenses I can swap out for like wide angle and fishbowl and stuff. So if we get the lighting and stuff, we got mics.
It will. I mean, the phone cameras do. Here, put your head on the table, Cookie. See, that's how good of a puppy is. He literally just did it.
You gotta go classic Undertaker. Got to leg drop him.
But I just think having like an actual camera would just it will just cover all the bases.
Yeah.
Less things you have to like fight with when it comes to the phone.
I actually have a couple model kits coming in if you want to just play around with it. Just so we can like because obviously we don't have a setup now, but if we figure out the setup now when we get the good camera and stuff.
Well, because what I would do for stuff like that, and I have the table, so we'll I'll move this out of here and we'll
put it in here. Okay.
Because I mean, these black lights aren't going to be in here. I would have taken them out, but since I hosting D&D this Monday, I just left them in. But like after that, I'm gonna take them out and there'll be the regular lights in here. Because
I know I have a couple of really hard to find SDs coming in, and they look pretty solid. And I think you might enjoy checking them out. So yeah, when they come in,
is it gonna be like a talk show type thing, like table and unboxing, or is it gonna be like a set up the camera on the floor and you're like opening shit?
That's how I was saying. I can bring the stuff over that I have coming in now, so we can try to figure out how we want to do it.
Because I've seen both, and I don't see a preference between views. Like people, they still got the same amount of views.
See, for me, I'll probably just have it on the table and talk it out. I definitely am going to re-up on my sword. Because I mean, it's only $50 a month and it's good. And if they give me some free shit, I'll tell them which website to do that with. Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll also just buy some more because there are quite a few swords that I have come across that I will get. And then also dealing with the guy who was at the con. I have his card, and I'm going to send him a few things because he makes them.
Yeah.
So
Dude's a beast.
I was talking to him about doing the spear that Donnie Yen had in Hero. Because, that's been the main one that I've been trying to hunt down.
I was going to say, Joe, if he makes them, you should give him something challenging like a greatsword.
I mean, he did the full-on Buster Sword with all the different parts to it.
Do you know what Monster Hunter is, sir?
You're like, I need you to make the Ignition Wyvern Sword that has the rockets and everything.
He had all the World of Warcraft stuff.
Ooh.
So I fully believe he could do the stuff from Monster Hunter. And he had them the size. All metal. Steel.
Actually, I think I know the guy you're talking about because I took some pictures of this like paladin sword with this gold thing.
Yep.
Okay.
With the gold coin in there.
Yeah, because he had the spears from Fate.
Yep.
Yeah, I took a picture of a few of them.
That is dope.
But yeah, sometime at the end of this month, actually, I guess it's the end of this month now. So sometime within like the next 3 weeks, I have some stuff coming in. So I'll just bring them over and we can play around with a couple setups. Because I mean, I gotta open it eventually anyway, so we can play around and with some setups to figure out how we're gonna do it. So that way, when we really get into it, we'd be good to go. Because I got a model kit and a case, or not a case. I had a model kit and a stand coming in, and then today I gotta order a phone case for the ancient one because she got a new phone, so let's go get her a phone case. So I'll throw in some model kits too, and we can unbox those. Also, bro, so I had a question for you because my room is limited in space. So can I store my figures here?
Because we have room.
Well, see, I was thinking about getting the white beard, but that ain't gonna fit in my room.
Like if I had room in here, I would say go for it.
What's behind the Pulp Fiction poster?
More of Sarah's and Steve's stuff.
They can move that shit. We don't need it.
Because I was looking at some stuff, but I had bought some floating shelves recently, but because my room is right next to the bathroom, I might not be able to put them up because all the wiring for the lights are right there. Yeah. So if I can't put them shelves up, that kind of puts a hamper on all my plans for the next 6 months with respect to building model kits. Because I was literally going to put the shelves up along. I pretty much will have 5 feet of shelf space, and I was going to put model kits all along that. But if I can't put the shelf up, can't build those model kits because I don't have the room. Obviously, I'm going to keep the model kits at home, but I was looking at some real nice figures from a bunch of different anime, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave these at Joe's house.
Do you have the plans or anything for your house? Or anything like that?
My mom might have them. I don't have them, but I know where the wires are. It's just a matter of either going around the wires or do you not put them up at all?
Drill through it. You don't need.
The thing is, the problem right now is that the screws that came with the shelf are about 1.5 inches, and that's a little long.
That is pretty long, yeah.
But that was the one that came with it, so I was going to use those. But because they're right against that bathroom wall, I'm thinking of getting just 1-inch screws, and 1-inch screws might be just enough to get through the plaster without getting into the wires. Because plaster is usually about 1/2 inch. Yeah. So I figure if I use an inch screw, it shouldn't be too much more.
Last thing you want is for it to go through the whole friggin' window or something.
Hi, Cookie. What is it? You have something to say, Cookie? What is it? What is it, Cookie?
Fang over fang.
Tell me what it is.
Hyper beam attack.
What is it, Cookie?
He's like, Loretta's screaming. What? Loretta's screaming. What? Loretta's screaming.
Good boy, Cookie. Good boy.
Oh, man.
Did you guys ever play Medieval?
No.
Back in the old school?
I have.
They're remaking it, right?
Really?
Yeah, they're remaking it. It's supposed to come out in October, and I hear the demo is out right now for the PS4.
I used to play that. I used to play Jersey Devil.
That, I missed that one.
I don't know if any of you ever played it, but Toomba.
I played Toomba.
Which one is that? That sounds familiar.
Wild animal dude, pink hair. You have to basically save the world from the evil pigs.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's what.
Yep. But yeah,
I played a demo of that.
It's a good game
on PlayStation.
Yep.
Honestly, that's probably the first game that ever kind of creeped me out, and that was more so because of the black and white. part of it towards the end of the game.
Again only the demo, so I don't even know what you even.
It gives like this creepy vibe because like everything's like frozen in time, but it's like black and white.
Mr. Negative. But yeah, you should since you have the PS4, you should see if you can get the demo because I think the demo is out now. The main game comes out I think the second week of October.
That would require me to
update it.
PlayStation. Probably have to update it.
It's like work.
Yeah, so the demo I think is out now. The main game comes out October 25th. So it's supposed to be a remaster. So I might get that because that was a fun game.
So basically, that's a no because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be like consumed by Destiny and Shadowkeep.
Interesting.
And Borderlands. He already left me last night on Borderlands.
I mean, when it comes to like Monster,
it was supposed to come in and help me.
When it comes to Monster Hunter, we've like when I have tried to help him, like for some reason it keeps like disconnecting us.
Yeah, I was a kid in Jurassic Park, left alone in the car.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Oh,
he left
just
me.
reminded me of something.
He left me.
Just reminded me of something. There's a rumor that
oh yeah, all
of them are coming
original,
back. Yeah, they're coming back for Jurassic World 3.
It's been confirmed that the three of them are coming back.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
just reminded me.
It's like, am I at the point where I would like that, or am I upset that they're really trying to just beat this dead horse?
I didn't see the second one, so I don't know if it was any good or not.
It was
the second Jurassic World. I've seen all the Jurassic Park.
It was okay.
Okay.
All right. What they tried to do, it was. I can see where they're trying to go with it, and it wasn't fully executed the way it should have been. Mm-hmm. So it was an okay movie, and it gave you a lot of like hard to deal with feelings because you're. I mean, in the beginning of it, you're watching an entire island and a bunch of dinosaurs just die in front of you, which you kind of get a glimpse in the trailers for it, and that's all. That's the only thing that you ever got from the trailers is that first part.
Oh, so
and
they
that
did
was
the trailer
like within
good
the
then.
first 10 minutes.
So they did the trailers good then.
Yeah, the trailers did really, really well. So you didn't know what the fuck was going on at all in this movie, and I like that. But you kind of saw it was like the same trope as the first Jurassic Park.
Okay.
So, but did differently. So there were some parts there where I was like, I didn't see this coming. That's actually really, really good. But it could have been better.
Have you ever seen a movie called 50-50 with Josh Gordon-Levitt and
When we say Josh, Joseph.
Yeah, that guy. It was he had cancer.
You're talking to a Joseph. If you
There's too many Joe stars in the world.
There are.
Wow.
But I had rewatched that the other day, and I think his girlfriend in that movie is the main female lead for Jurassic World.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the one who cheated on him.
Which movie was that?
50-50. It had him and it had Seth Rogen.
Is that the one where he gets like cancer or something?
Yeah.
Wait.
I think it's
Joseph
Seth Rogen.
Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and with the cancer thing, the only thing I know with Seth Rogen being anything to deal with cancer, one with Adam Sandler. I think that was Funny People.
No, he was
real
yeah.
to have cancer like at the end.
Yeah. But
this was like him going through
and
with his
50-50
friend, like,
was basically he found out he had cancer and his friend was like there trying to help him through it. But he had a girlfriend at the time and his girlfriend was cheating on him, and his girlfriend, I believe, unless there's two people who look really similar, I think she's the main lead in Jurassic World. There are a few people who look really similar. That's why I said I have to double check.
Not.
She is that type of white woman. A lot of people that look like her. Not gonna lie.
I have not seen movies, so I really can't comment, to be honest. But
it was just because I had rewatched it, and then I was like, wait, isn't that? Oh, I think that's her. It was actually funny because the way that because Seth Rogen is the one who realized she was cheating. And then, like, he brought it up in casual conversation, and he just crapped on it. He was like, "You're a terrible person. Oh, how could you do that? Oh." And then, like, she was like, "Why did you just leave?" He was like, "No, I'm going to stand here and watch you get destroyed." Oh, it was hilarious. he was being a dick about it, but it was like he had reasons, though, because, like, you're cheating on your boyfriend and he has cancer.
That's fucked up. That is very fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, there's one thing I can't say about the Jurassic series. They're the only ones, in my honest opinion, who has made multiple movies and they're all good. everyone craps on 2, but 1, 2, and 3 are still
they're all solid.
Good fucking movies. Jurassic World, good fucking movie.
Some people didn't like the third movie, where the kid got left and they had to go back and they were looking for
I was seeing a lot of people.
I mean, he didn't get left. He got like stuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, hey, I'm sorry, we forgot to bring you. It was like, nah, the whole squad got ate, but him. He was surviving. He survived for a while. He wasn't here for like 2 weeks. Or like,
no, he was there for like a month.
Yeah.
They should have done it like fucking Home Alone. Just Home Aloneing dinosaurs.
You know what I wonder? He survived for a month there. Think Bear Grylls could survive for a month there?
Probably not, because there was survival experts that were there, and they were like, "Kid, I know what I'm doing." Ah! They just get fucking eaten and shit.
I mean, granted, most of them were trying to like hunt the dinosaurs for.
Yeah, because weren't they trying to?
Their claim was like, "Yeah, we want money." They had some big old guns.
Money.
They had some real big guns. Like those are not legal, sir.
And they still did nothing.
Got.
It's Cooper.
It's always funny though, because in movies like that, you have the military or like paramilitary or like mercenaries and shit, and they're like, it's like, bro, you guys are the least trained motherfuckers. Because the second, like, aren't you trained to like go up against anything, and then like one thing happens, you're like, oh shit, what do we do? Let's start breaking formation. You go over there, I go over this way.
It's one of those situations where it's like they're trained to fight people.
Yeah,
they're not trained to fight. Animals that are like 10 times their size that can tank missiles.
Well, see, my only thing with that is they're
supposed to be trained for stuff.
Trained to get the fuck away from things. Stay away from things. Create perimeter. Be safe.
The thing is, a lot of times when they do that, they still get got though, because it's like we're gonna make a perimeter. But the perimeter doesn't stop a T-Rex charging at full speed.
That's the best thing though, is when people do, like, even in horror movies too, when people do all the right things and they still get fucked.
Because literally
because I think the main one who falls under that category, he did everything right. And unfortunately, because of one tiny little bump on a gun, he got fucked up. Was a guy in The Lost World. When he was trying to save everybody, I had to give him credit because he didn't stop being in reverse. He never took his foot off the pedal because he knew if he stopped, they're all going to go.
Yep.
He kept that going, even though they would have survived. But
yeah,
he did that. He had the gun ready to go. He didn't like have it unloaded or anything like that. The gun was loaded.
No, I'm cleaning my gun.
Exactly. Let me stop to take everything apart. You're like, oh, let's make sure that's clean. Get that shit out.
But yeah, a lot of times it's literally like, well, I can't say a lot of times, but some of the more interesting ones is when they completely set up. It's like, yo, we have this locked down, but it's like your barricade wasn't designed to stop, dinosaurs. It was designed to stop people. Maybe a tank, but a dinosaur. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Also, like, they're never prepared for the aerial stuff. Like, let's be honest. Every time pterodactyls show up, they get got.
Because you brought up aerial stuff, why the hell did Monster Hunter... No. Why the fuck is Monster Hunter...
Damn. I can tell it's coming from a place of pain because he's already like...
Oh, no, because this is stupid. How the fuck y'all trying to push back a fucking elder dragon that could fly? It was like, oh, we need to get him out of the camp. Oh, we got him out. Put the barricade up. It can fly over the fucking barricade. What the fuck are you talking about? And then the whole time, fucking, because it's Valkana, this whole time they're thinking, oh, I'm going to attack the gate, but I'm flying. Flap, I'm over this, but I'm going to come down and I'm going to attack it though. What? It hurt. It hurt so much to watch this.
Monsters aren't smart. Apparently, neither are the people who make them.
That's why they hire the hunter.
It was so bad.
Oh my god, Monster Hunter is just a never-ending story of validating that one hunter's life. Because it's all we need you to save us, not that guy.
They need to let Jiraiya go out and kill stuff. The Raikage here.
But you see, you know what? In that cutscene, he was actually putting in work. Out there by himself.
That's one of the things I liked about, was it Generations or 4? There was one of them with Gagmozios. Was that 4 Generations? There was this one fight where actually NPCs would come in and help you, and I like that fight because it made it feel like a boss fight. Because like you're fighting it, and then there were other NPCs coming in and using the cannonballs and the ballistas and stuff. And I was like, see, that feels like an actual boss fight for like a Monster Hunter game, anyways.
It's called Gajalicas.
Gadgalakas.
Who choose to help at random times.
Oh no, they were actually
But
like
now-
Hunter. They're actually like straight up
Well,
hunters.
no, I'm saying now for the NPCs, they're the one who do it because you'll randomly have I don't know where the fuck these things have been coming out of the grounds though.
The Wogs.
No,
Headhunter
no,
Jutsu.
the Gallicas. They'll come out and they'll just start bombing it, and it's like, oh, bombs for days, bomb this motherfucker.
I mean, like, depending on what area
What
of the map
map,
you're
yeah.
on,
Yeah.
they're like in certain spots, and if you're in that area, and then like the monster, you actually get the monster to come over to that spot.
Yeah, or if
It'll
you
actually, like, go,
When
knock
you're
some
in the
monster
middle
down
of
from
a
a
fight,
mountain.
it's easy to forget like what area you're like. Where the fuck am I? You're like, oh shit. Oh, that's nice.
Actually, like the other day, I was like, they did that, and in the midst of like, because I was going against the who was it? I think, it wasn't Fulgranchinath. It was somebody in the ancient forest. The Bombaro.
I was about to say bear. I was like, oh, Archeros. Never again.
But I went against the Bombaro, and of course I'm using my hammer. And of course, after like the attack and everything, we're on the hill. Now we're in like the hill section, like one of my favorite parts. And of course, using a hammer, just keep doing a roll attack.
Tumble.
I'm mounted on the Bombaro, and you know, like the animation where like he goes to like go to fall in one direction. I was getting ready to do like the charge attack. Hit the charge attack. As he was falling in that one direction, he went back in the other direction because of like
Double knockout.
I actually
Ping
recorded
pong,
it too.
combo, happy feet.
It's fucking with my eyes now. So there's a light in the distance.
That
Oh,
should be
God.
light.
See, no, what you gotta do. You gotta give him the circle thing like Susano.
Word.
Steering wheel.
That has religious significance. It's a fucking steering wheel. It's like,
Basically.
It's a broken plate.
Which is actually one of the things on the fucking Charish Volta armored pieces. Fuck Charish Volta.
So I don't know if Shadow has seen this or not.
Well,
Did you hear that they're saying that Tanjiro is a Nazi?
the fuck?
oh, because the Hanafuda earrings. Yeah. It's like it's one of the symbols that they used to use around the time of World War II, even though it's existed for dumb long
Seeing
before
as
that.
seeing as how the Nazis actually stole the symbol that they
Swastika,
used.
Yeah.
They
But
stole that from the Indians.
people are just as dumb
it's
as
like,
that, so.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. It's not. It doesn't.
I'll just chalk that one up to people being stupid.
Yeah. The one that they use isn't even the same. It's a diamond shape instead of a box.
Yep.
You're dumb.
Yep. I just think it's so hilarious that you have people just trying to find a way to shit on something.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, not everything is inherently racist. Not everything needs to have an issue with it. Just
First of all. Second of all, if you look at Demon Slayer and look at the things that they have in that world, it's clearly like before World War One,
Right.
even because cars are still shit. Michael Jackson demons got a car, but like, not everybody's got a car, and the car is shit. So it's what early 1900s,
and it's only in a select few areas too. It's not like they're everywhere. It's like you have to
Yeah.
be inside of a city that's
He
near.
went to like Tokyo, like or one of the surrounding boroughs of Tokyo, and that's where he saw. He was looking at it like, holy shit! I can't believe this.
It's light at
it's
nighttime.
daytime at night.
Yeah.
Because that's how rare it is to find anywhere that's like that. He was like, "Where the fuck am I? Is this a new universe?"
Word, because he lives in the sticks.
Is this what you
He
call
lives in the
heaven?
sticks of the sticks. He's that person that lives outside of town. That crazy person.
He's from the village that M. Night Shyamalan. God damn it, that movie was
And yet
bad.
he chooses to live in the woods. I always think that's weird though when they have that where it's like, hey, so there's a settlement of people over there. I'm gonna live by myself in the woods. That seems like a good idea.
Maybe if you don't like people.
Still though, I like living. It's like your closest neighbor is like, if anything should happen to you, then you're like kind of just screwed.
That reminds
You
me
live that far away from
of
me.
someone we knew in college who didn't have a neighbor for like 3 miles.
Who was that?
Snowflake.
Oh my god.
I had to walk
Why was
4
and
miles
she's-
to go see my neighbor.
And she's like,
Living
yeah,
in
I
that
love
the
that.
Hills Have Eyes area.
Word. And she's like, oh yeah, I love that. I love the fact that my closest neighbor is like 4 miles away. I'm
if
like,
something
"Bitch,
happens."
if anything happens to you, what the you gonna limp 4 miles? You're already short.
I mean, hey, just run through the corn maze, drop the pallets, the killer can't get to you.
Bob and weave.
You know, do the 360 runs.
Dick strike.
One of my coworkers was like she had mentioned like a story, like something that happened, which was like, I guess this dude got like shot or whatever, and he got like, he ran to, like, I don't remember like how far, but after he got to his destination and like called the cops and everything,
Drop dead.
Yeah, drop dead.
Because when you run with a bullet wound,
when they checked his body and everything, they said his heart was gone. Like his heart like exploded from like.
When you said his heart was gone, it's like someone ate it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's where my mind went to.
Right? Like, it's like, because your heart is gone, it's like, yo.
What was it? The blood pressure that made it explode? Or?
I think it was like the adrenaline and everything that like kept him alive to like make it that far and everything, and then just like after whatever, to just like his like cause of like heart to just explode.
Someone hit him with a 5-point.
I hear there's a sequel.
That wasn't a bullet, son.
They're
my hand.
They're in talks of making a third.
Yeah, I heard that what's the name would either be the villain or the main character. What's the name's daughter?
Well, they're trying to have it be Vernita Green's daughter, who's coming back to get her revenge on Beatrix.
Yep, that's what I heard.
For Kill Bill.
Yeah. Which I don't think they're gonna have it be named Kill Bill anymore. I think they're gonna
just name it Kill.
I think it's gonna be something like The Bride or some shit like that.
Or just like, why not just Kill, or Kill Uma?
It might be Kill the Bride. You never know.
Oh yeah, because that is her like code name, isn't it?
Yeah, they call her the Bride. You never ever hear referred to in the comics as Beatrix. It's always the Bride.
Oh, you remember that game Eric was playing and he kept dying? I mean, he does it in all his games, but Code Vein.
About the arms.
No, Code Vein. Remember when he was playing against the boss and he walked away and he got revived and we had to yell to get him to come back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where he got kicked in the pussy and died.
Yep. At TwitchCon 2019, it already happened, but it was just kind of crazy. For people who registered to donate blood with the American Red Cross at TwitchCon, they were giving away copies of that game.
I was about to say they'll kick you in the pussy.
So yeah, if you donate a blood with the American Red Cross at TwitchCon, there's a time period, but if you did it, they would give you a free copy of Code Vein, and I'm like, that's cool.
That's dope.
Too bad I didn't go get a free copy of the game.
Speaking of donating, I found out that people like the people that like organ donors. Apparently, they have to pay for that. It's like, the fuck? Like, you have to pay to...
Because you have to have, like, a special license for it, too. You like, they put a special thing on your license and everything. It's weird.
But even, like, after you die or whatever, and...
It goes to, like, donations for actually, like, bringing the heart.
But they still have to, like, pay for that. Like, it's like, the fuck?
It's the ultimate form of donation. It's your body part and also some of your money.
It's like... So you want me to give you money and my body? Now you get one or the other.
That's a risky prostitute. Money or the body. It's actually creepy. There's been a lot of people. Apparently, there's been a lot of people paying for Uber and Lyft rides like that.
Seriously?
Yeah. They're just like, oh wow, I canceled the ride too early, so it didn't get. But is there any other way I can? Like, no, give me my fucking money.
Can't live off your
queefs.
If
I can live off queefs.
Record and put it on the internet, you might be able to.
Be a rich man. Actually, yeah.
Big taxi.
He was a rich man. I can't say the other words because, Satan.
I don't know what the fuck it was.
Oh, just remember, apparently Sony is partnering with the United Nations and a bunch of other big name stuff, industry leaders, to combat climate change. Oh. So apparently Sony's they're basically putting in the effort to make their next gen console to use less energy while in
I saw that.
Standby mode or something like that.
Because that really ramped up between like 360 and Xbox One. Mm-hmm. It got a little bit crazy.
The white people are home.
Yeah. Oh no! We're being attacked!
Fang over Fang.
Do it.
Kazuga Tensho. Hello.
Hello. keychain.
We'll just edit this part out.
Bright green.
What's the dog's name?
Cookie.
Cookie.
Okay. Yeah, because this part here was like bright as hell. It's like, what the hell? Any news on the standpoint of D&D you like to share for the podcast?
Yeah, enlighten us.
Any new things going on with 5e? Did they come out with 5D yet?
I mean, there's 60s right here, but
Oh my god, D&D and
I was waiting for someone to say it.
D&D on motorcycles. D&D on motorcycles.
That would be the most dangerous thing in the world, right?
You think car games on motorcycles, is it?
But like I said before, shit ain't not happening. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit.
Told you, if one of you guys DM, I'll come up with
So if I were to throw a D20 in front of someone's motorcycle, would they count as going over a pebble?
Wow. Just throw it in the spokes, why not?
I ain't gotta be like,
Guess you weren't tough enough.
Gotta be like Demon Slayer. You gotta like flick
need
it
to
out.
get your dexterity up. You fucking...
You gotta throw a D30.
Oh wait, I'm monologuing to a dead body.
Oh, wipe yourself off. You
Yeah.
did.
See,
Oh,
if someone
I
knew the
fucking
rules
love
enough to
that
DM,
line.
I'd come up with campaigns.
Bleeding.
Ooh, that would be fun, a Rush Hour campaign.
You're just playing as regular people, just constantly fucking up and everything.
If someone has to do the screen.
Then again, you can't tell me
No,
that
Fifth
one.
Element one, someone has to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, a fifth Element campaign would be fun. Because you can just have like a mad big area, and then each of the like
you're gonna
And there's like different
scenarios.
races and everything.
Yeah.
you're gonna shred your voice doing that shit.
Have I told you about me watching that movie when I was in Russia?
I think you might have, but I can't remember.
Everyone's voiceover was like mad deep,
Except
and they had his voice really deep too. But when it came to the scream, they went back to that.
yeah.
It was it just had me fucking dying. I was like, they didn't want to overdub this.
Dude sitting there editing it like fucking. I can't even get past this part. I laugh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
You should see if there's a video up or something, so you could actually hear the hilariousness that is.
I gotta do that one, and then I gotta find the one that had the Bad Boys 2, and they had the chasing in the beginning. That was also another good one.
Did we talk about all the people who were like licking food and shit?
Wait, what?
Remember the people who so people have been going into people have been going into places like Walmart and stuff and picking up like ice cream and shit and just opening it and licking it.
I've heard about that.
Ariana Grande that was doing that shit.
She was licking the donuts. That was years ago. Apparently,
yeah,
apparently the infection is spread.
There was
now
some
other
girl
people are
who was
doing it.
licking ice cream, and I think she got arrested or something.
Yeah, even if it like there are people who are licking it on camera, but then going to buy it and they're still getting you in trouble because it's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's fucking gross, and people are. It's a thing now.
I mean, if you buy it, then
Ice cream challenge. You're not supposed to open stuff and eat it in the store.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see people eat grapes all the time.
Grapes are different because I can tell you as a person who worked in produce, grapes are fucking annoying because people will be like, oh, fucking, let me open this bag of grapes. Oh, fucking, oh, that looks nice. I'll put that in this bag of grapes. And they keep doing that shit, and then they come back and refill when they're like, oh, I've been eating these the whole fucking time. Just fucking slip the stem over here. It's like...
And they don't get arrested.
Becky, I watched you do it.
So
Stop
wait,
eating.
what's worse, that or the corn husk? The
Oh, the fucking I had PTSD going into fucking one of the stores the other day because that's the store that's similar to the store I used to work at back home. This shit is annoying as fuck because people buy corn like around the summer and they shuck it right there. So they like rip all the like the fiber stuff around the corn like around the cob. They rip that shit off before they buy it because obviously you don't want to have to pay for fucking leaves and shit. So they leave that shit all over everywhere, even though there's a fucking garbage can right here next to the display where you're supposed to put the stuff in, and they put it everywhere else. And then it tracks around the entire store, and then they're like, oh, your produce, walk around the entire store and clean up all the fucking... I'm like, what is your fucking... fucking farm? What the fuck is this bullshit? Why do you have corn husks in the fucking ice cream? Bitch, that's on the other side of the store. Wipe your feet. Stupid. Oh my god.
See, when it came to like that, like taking off the husk or whatever, we would always like do it like when my grandma had it. Of course, it would always be at the house.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was always used to
because like
that
that last little bit is usually okay, but like the bigger pieces where it's like I can't even see the ear of corn yet, and you're just
we
like,
saw
okay,
it
it's
at
like
house.
dumb thick. They usually take that part off.
Oh, it's dummy thing.
Because that's the shit that you're like, oh, this is like 30 extra cents per ear of corn because it's that fucking heavy. People are just annoying. People like your grandma are awesome though, because they take that shit home and do it there. Or she'd probably have the common decency to use the fucking garbage can. It's right there. It's literally you have to walk past it to get away from the table.
I'm probably too lazy to chuck it there. It's like I need to be sitting down to do that.
You did.
Just grab it and throw it in the
So you're
bag.
saying we need a garbage can with a circle of chairs around it?
No, because then you really get the fuck tarts in there.
Yeah, people just sitting there for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm just
See,
imagining.
for me, it's like I'll just pay the money and just.
I'm just imagining Joe just sitting down at home with a garbage can, just like playing anime music in the background, like Attack on Titan.
I mean, I do that now with cleaning up.
Anime music makes everything better.
Yeah.
Even cleaning the stank ass bathroom upstairs.
Imagining Joe, I wanna be the very best.
See, I never get that one, but I get Sailor Moon all the time, and I'll be down here acting like a damn fool when that song comes on. Which I'm glad no one sees when I'm cleaning.
I don't see it, but I've heard it.
Or,
I've been asleep upstairs.
Joe on
and
that,
was
yeah,
like,
yo, yeah,
what the
yo.
fuck is that high pitched?
Or Evangelion comes on.
Thesis.
Love it. Any show come on from like Pandora knows like if I'm in the mood to deal with like the campy shit and then start playing it. Like,
They're watching you, Joe.
I told you, Yamcha got cameras in them.
Yeah. Speaking of corn,
Bunions.
you showed me this thing that I can't unsee, which is basically a corn dildo. I have a question to the world, seeing as how I have a microphone in front of me and I want to ask the world, who the fuck needs this? Are farmers' wives so bored that they just shove ears of corn?
Yeah,
And then they're like, wait.
pleasure.
And then they're like, wait, let me be smart about this. Let me just order a corn dildo. Or better yet, make one.
It's the bumps.
I understand. But, like, do you need to make balls on it, too, that are also made of corn? That also have the corn bumps on them?
Bump bump.
I
Poor Luke.
like, you know that was somebody who was like, I do this, I've wasted so much money on corn that, like, I'm losing money here because I can't eat the corn after I fucking do it. It's disgusting.
That's how you add
It's got,
flavor
like,
to it.
it's got, like, yeast in it and shit.
So Sophia.
So they're like,
sauce.
let's make a new cream fraiche.
So Sophia went ahead and did that with some corn and told you to eat it. Would you eat it?
Sofia Vergara?
Yeah.
Probably.
So just think,
Got some cream corn for you.
Still goes out the same way it went in.
Oh my god.
Not out that
so
hole. I'm not eating out that hole. Nah, no thanks.
Well,
That's different.
You want a
Nutella?
corn
It's got
hole?
a little bit too much earthy stuff to it.
Earthy
Ear
undertones.
combs.
It's like, wait, why is there other corn on top of this corn?
Oh, that's one from earlier.
Right. I don't believe you, bitch. I don't trust you, bitch.
It's around lunchtime. They're delicious.
Oh my god. Eat these corn. They're delicious. So, I have a question for everybody here. We all know do you know who All Might is?
No.
Really? Really? You, Endeavor, doesn't know who All Might is?
How am I Endeavor?
Hold on.
You keep fighting
All
this.
Might sounds familiar. Blonde hair, muscles, skinny, and like
Yugi Moto.
Doesn't sound. Doesn't ring a bell.
Fucking.
No idea who you're talking about. Never heard of it.
No idea.
No idea.
Nah.
Wait. Blue eyes. Black.
Does he have blue eyes?
Like black.
Well, when he's transformed, he has blue eyes. I don't know if he has blue eyes when he's.
That shit's
skinny.
weird. Fucking. So you know who?
5-day expansion jutsu.
You know who Master Roshi is. You know who All Might is. Do you know who Armstrong is? Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Strong arm.
Who doesn't know Armstrong?
I don't know.
Him and teacher's husband
Word.
formed a bond. Like
By pissing off their tailors, ripping their shirts. Fucking yeah, right. So out of all of them, which one do you think would? And you're not gonna get the superpowers, but which one do you think would train you the best?
so you said.
Are you
All
getting
Might,
training?
Armstrong.
You're not getting like one for all.
Oh,
No. I'm saying like you said out of All Might,
Armstrong and
Roshi.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Question.
Roshi.
Are you getting trained like in their world, or is it like in this world?
You're just
'Cause
getting
the only
trained
reason-
as a normal person. You're
Well,
not
the
gonna
only
get
reason I'm asking
their
is
world
because
stuff.
the only reason I'm asking is because all the Z fighters are pretty much normal people except for Goku, and they just got trained and then developed
Don't forget
overtraining.
Veggie.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like he didn't get trained by Roshi.
He's just another Goku.
He didn't get trained by Roshi though. I'm saying like all the people Roshi have trained, they developed their powers and skills and stuff due to training. It wasn't like, oh, I was born this. I mean, Vegeta or Goku's the exception because Goku. But that's what I was saying last. I asked you is training in this world or in their world? Because in their world you can still
Because
gain,
DBZ you would still get the
kind of like Marvel with like you can be a normal person in Marvel and get busted.
no powers. So no,
But yeah,
he'd be training you here.
I'd say Roshi. Definitely Roshi.
Because people argued like the well-roundedness of the training because it's not just like, hey, go lift weights. It's like you have sleep regimen, you have eating regimen, you have like what they're like tailoring everything.
I think
to you.
Roshi would be a better teacher because he's like a patented, seasoned teacher. Whereas All Might had to like come up with his thing. I mean, obviously he's been trained by people.
Clean a beach.
But yeah, All Might, he's been trained by people, so he understands like what you would need, but he doesn't really know like Roshi does. And I don't recall. Obviously, what's his name is Mad Big, so he's probably trained people, and but I haven't seen it myself for Armstrong. So I would say Roshi would be the best.
The only thing we'd have for Armstrong is just a metric
Now,
for how big he
if,
is himself.
Yeah, if you were training in their world, regardless of getting powers or not, I would still say Roshi because you have the potential to get powers.
Yeah.
After that, I would say Armstrong, just because Armstrong could train you in physical stuff, but you can just go and learn alchemy.
Yeah.
But that's what I was asking because obviously even if Armstrong trained you, you wouldn't necessarily get his type of alchemy. You can just get your own alchemy. That's why I was curious about that.
Yeah. I mean, alchemy is weird though because it doesn't seem to be like it seems like it's like a fairy tale thing where it's like, hey, pick one and just keep going with it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So
you can
do like anything.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was weird. But so yeah,
excuse me.
Personally, I'd probably choose Armstrong.
I'd probably choose Roshi.
No, I'd definitely choose Roshi.
Yeah. I feel like Armstrong's more grounded because Roshi's gonna be like, "Hey,
You
go
just
pick,
want his sister,
go
don't you?
go pick up." First of all, don't at me. Second of all,
Making something in them.
Second of all, Roshi would be a little bit more crazy because like before Goku met him, he was already lifting boulders and cars and shit. So it's like. Then again, could Krillin do that stuff when he first met him? I can't even remember.
It's been a long time.
Because he was a Shaolin monk or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hence the
Yeah. Because I always forget which order of monks has like, because some of them have 6 and then the other ones have 9.
Tien just has the eye.
He's weird. Is Tien even human?
I heard that someone said that he's not human. He's something else.
There's like a 3-eyed. I heard that there was like a 3-eyed.
Maybe
race.
he's the same thing as what's the name? His name Chocolate from Big Mom.
Oh, maybe. Gross. Joe, who would you rather be trained by and you don't get powers? Roshi, Armstrong, or All Might?
Well, you don't get powers, but I'd be trained by one of them.
So our world mechanics, but they're training.
I think I know who he's gonna
None
pick.
of them.
You said none of them?
None of them.
Ooh, shit.
I guess if I had to choose I guess I would say Roshi because All Might is going to do some fuck shit to have you training on all that.
Clean a beach. Clean a beach.
Yeah. Like just outrageous bullshit like that. Wow.
That's what I was saying about Roshi too, though.
Roshi is going to keep it. He's actually going to train you to fight, and you will get strength. He's the most well-rounded one. You're going to get speed. You're going to get strength, and you're going to be taught how to actually fight.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wasn't going for like a fighting thing, just for like getting in shape.
Armstrong is just going. It's the same lines as All Might. He's going to have you do some fuck shit, and you don't know what the fuck you're even doing it for.
Oh shit!
To get to the point where I can rip my shirt off without touching it. That's what.
Yeah, no, he's gonna make you shave your head, except for that one little hair patch on Armstrong, and then you have to have the sparkles.
Do you think he shaves his head? Do you think he goes for that?
Yeah, I fully believe he shaves his head for that.
It reminds me of hey guys, look, the other captain's here. Look at his braid, and his braid weird. You think he braids his own braid, guys?
Only I say that because he comes from a massively rich family, so you know they're eccentric like that. I mean, look at Olivier.
Alright, that makes sense. I still would probably go with Armstrong. Just because in terms of like the power system for that show, he comes from the most grounded one where it's like they're actual people. So you know he actually had to like even if he was doing crazy shit, he still was doing he used to be a baby. Like a baby human. I mean,
Thanos used to be a baby like human.
Thanos no. Even as a baby, Thanos was a fucking monster. Or at least he looked like one. But in terms of like durability, as a bit like a baby Eternal is like it's still a tank. You could throw a baby Eternal at a tank and break it. The tank, not the baby.
Okay.
Hockey into the baby.
Not the mama.
I remember that. I actually have some VHS tapes of that.
Everybody should remember that one.
It had such a sad ending.
I don't think I saw the ending.
Yeah, I never saw the ending. Fujitora.
Because it was weird. It was really nice and happy and campy and all that stuff. Then it had the war between the two legs and four legs.
His boss was hilarious.
Yeah. He's Donald Trump.
Yeah, his boss was
what?
Yeah, I got some VHS of that, and I got some VHS of old Power Rangers and VHS of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Yeah, at the end of it, you just see he went looking for his son, found him. What's up in the sky? It got real dark towards the end with dinosaurs. It really did.
That was after the meteor when the clouds blacked out the sun.
Fight in the shade.
All you see is Fujitora on the meteor riding it to conquer.
So is he the new Tex Avery?
Tex Avery. Good God.
That was a weird show. That's a weird cartoon right there.
That was one of those shows that like Canada probably just threw at us. Like fucking Babar. Madeline.
You know what I want to watch? Mummy's Alive.
We are the mummies.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the music purpose. I don't need what's his name. What is the name of that company? I remember they were at the beginning. It's like Wick or something like that. Deke. Deke. I don't need them coming at me like fucking. We own that music.
That would be a fun group cosplay.
It's crazy though, because that's one of those shows that you like can't find anywhere anymore for some reason. Like I found it on Kiss. I found it on Kiss Cartoon, and then it got taken down. It's fucking weird.
Did they say carrot?
Show.
Yeah.
What?
Did they say carrot for the names for all the Tyrone tires?
Crunch.
Oh, Crunch.
It's like whenever we go to do raids, I'll know which ones have.
Like, I glanced over and I thought I saw a carrot and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Crunch.
Crunchyroll.
Ew.
They both had like Iron Tail at one point, so I had to like change it.
Okay, so on the newest segment of the fuck?
I love you, Cookie. That
newest segment of Am I Crazy? Real quick. Am I crazy?
Yes.
We know this.
Why are you asking the question then?
We know this. For a specific thing, though. Am I crazy for needing the doors locked before I go to sleep?
No.
No.
Because apparently white people are like, oh, fuck, I leave my door open. Oh, I'm just perfectly fine. This neighborhood's alright. Man, this and third. No one's going to come in my house.
Go 2 blocks over.
I had to try to explain to Winter Soldier because we lived on the edge of fucking, like, of our town or whatever. And this motherfucker leaves his door open. And he's like, oh, well, sometimes my mom comes in the morning, my grandma comes in the morning, help me with the kids and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, give them keys. Make keys. Because the door just being open, it's like, what the fuck?
That's how you wake up and someone's like, you want to play a game?
I tried to put it to him like this. I was like, okay. Because he's always like, oh, like, he's, you know, that type of person. He's like, oh, I can beat anybody. I'm like, Brock Lesnar exists in this world, right? Can you beat Brock Lesnar? Can you beat Brock Lesnar? If Brock Lesnar walks in his house right now and decides to beat your ass, can you do it?
Most likely not.
Not you, Joe. That's why I didn't ask you. But the simple fact that Brock Lesnar exists in this world means that humans are capable of getting to that level.
Now, if you said Goldberg, I might have pissed my pants.
Okay, Goldberg. Whoever.
That's what you get the swords for.
The baddest motherfucker.
Undertaker.
Now, and
J. White.
this is another thing, too, because he says that, too. He's like, oh, I have a machete in my room. Okay. If Brock Lesnar can exist... Exactly. If Brock Lesnar can exist, then that means that multiple Brock Lesnars can exist. So you're going to be able to fight in an army of Brock Lesnars that can just come into your house. There's nothing stopping Brock Lesnar from being in this country. That's the only restriction. So he can get here. He can come in your house for any reason. I want to be in there. That seems like a cool place to be. I'm going to walk in there.
Eat your Cheerios.
What are you going to... Sipping tea in your kitchen. What are you going to do? And he's like, oh, I'd wake up and I'd do this. I'm like, you can't wake up to go to work. And you gonna wake up
like, I'll wake you up.
I snuck in and out of his house multiple times when I was living there last year. Negro. Don't wake up for shit.
Oh, I must be in trouble.
Oh, shit.
Damn, son. You want to be on a podcast that bad?
Oh, shit.
Ooh. What's going on?
Holy shit. This is ex Marissa.
Oh, she just passed the bar. She passed the bar.
She
lawyer. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I think that's why she might be calling. Yeah, when I was on Facebook, something popped up for her, and I'm like, I haven't talked to her in mad long. What was it about? She's like, oh, I passed the bar. I'm like, congratulations. Kept scrolling.
Wow.
I mean, now we have a lawyer if we need a lawyer. Yeah, she can handle
nice
all those lawsuits for when we start copyright infringing on people's music.
Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna be terrible.
Like, hey, Mummy's alive. I ain't doing that. I'm taking y'all theme song.
Wow. And then dead companies come back to life to be like, I want my money. It's like, bitch, you fell apart like 20 years ago. What do you want money for? Where's it going? Into a pit.
Hold on.
If
they come back to life, they have to, like, they might not have the capacity to, like, speak. So it's like...
So they're going to be like... They're going to be humming it.
That would be a hilarious Flash game. Just going around taking out dead companies. Like, they come back as zombies.
I'm surprised that nobody's made that yet.
Maybe somebody will after hearing this podcast.
Yeah,
you know?
And then you know who the final boss is? It's Disney. They're bringing back all the necromancy with companies. That'd be fucking terrible. Anybody steals this idea, it's ours now.
Joe, tell Marissa I said hi.
Yeah. I think we can just cut it right now.
Probably.
Alright. Say bye to the people.
Peace.
See ya, people.
I thought you were gonna say bye to the people.
I was about to. I really was.
Alright, people. Peace. Joe says bye too. He's not here right now.
Cuckoo.
Okay.
Like, I think we realized that caw and
Tookie don't work.
I might have to rewatch that today.
Evolution is a great movie.
Oh my god. I can't stop thinking about the leg thing. Okay, bye. Now you have to think about it too. Bye.